you hit them and they kind of like get like a little bit singed.
Oh.
They're just like, what the hell? And they just charge at you. And they're about,
mark all of them.
And they're about to attack. Well, there's nobody else that they're going to attack, but they're just like, oh,
just in case.
They're just charging at you. And then, who won the roll between the two?
Oh, sure.
What did you roll?
15 and a 20. Jared goes first. Axehammeran goes first.
So as like these guys are about to attack Ralgar, meanwhile at Lake Tahoe, the peaks of Sugarloaf,
Sugarcoat.
Axehammeran on the ground after getting hit by a deadfall,
Just spitting up dirt on my face.
hella loud. There you go. I'm just like, oh.
Spitting dirt and blood out of my Get back up. And, did I get any bonus when I Dragon Breath from for that bolter?
You lowered their attack rolls.
Oh, okay. Can I continue on kind of searching for, what's a robot's name again?
Callibretto.
Kind of like search for him, or
is he going to look for him, or are you just going to continue on the trail?
Is he not in that direction of where the trail is supposed to be leading?
Like you guys are walking on the trail, right?
Yeah.
Baron set off a trap and got speared. You went up to him and you set off a trap and got deadfalled.
Yeah.
Fucking Callibretto just ran off the road, like to try to avoid traps.
Oh, okay. I'll follow in his direction then.
So you kind of just jump into the bush as well?
Yeah, just kind of run over there just to make sure I don't run over any more traps and shit.
Okay, this is going to either be a perception check or a dungeoneering check.
Dungeoneering. hey, two counts. A difference of 2 counts.
It does. Sometimes it does.
Oh, maybe not.
4. It's like, oh shit.
17.
17. All right. You do notice that there are several traps, like even along the road and within the bush, but you managed to like avoid them. Kind of like step over like the little.
In the heat of just getting adrenaline.
The roll for that.
It was 15.
Oh, thank God.
2 wouldn't help.
Yeah, 2 wouldn't help.
17.
Yeah, it was.
Glad you said that.
So you managed to like hop over a bunch of tripwires and shit, and then now what? You're kind of just like in the bush.
Yeah, like, Callibretto, where'd you go, you son of a bitch?
And then you hear it. It's like, be careful. There's like a couple traps in front of you.
It's like, I know, I see that. I just fucking rolled 17. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't say that.
Rolled to find him, motherfucker.
Thanks. And I try and like make my way around him, just
and then
like
you kind of see his head like pop out like from behind the bush, and he's like, "That's fucked up. What happened to Baron?"
I was like, I know, lost a good man, fucking, but it happens. No, I didn't loot him. I desecrate his body.
Somebody else.
I have better things right now. Maybe I'll go back.
On the way back down.
On the way back down, maybe. but okay. I start heading over toward him. Yeah, but watching out for traps
and then he kind of like comes out of the bush and he's like, I saw what happened.
Yeah.
Who set these traps?
It's like, it was probably the trolls. And
probably the trolls. And he's like, boop, does not compute. They seem primitive. I don't think they would set this up. It seems this does not.
It's too
compute.
It's too intelligent for
it's too
trolls.
Intelligent for trolls.
It's like shit. There's some bigger things in the works here. Well, no matter whatever it is,
you know what,
they're not immune to iron and steel. But I say that hella cooler, not laughing. But
You know,
I'm laughing in real life, but I'm trying to act badass in the game.
When you show up there, though, you know, whoever it is, they're gonna have to die now.
It's like, whoever fucking made me hit the ground and kill Baron, and not me killing Baron, they're about to die. I'm like licking my blades. Let's continue on.
Guys, like, I set the trap to protect myself from the trolls. Jared's like, too bad, motherfucker.
And he's like, boop. We're gonna have to get some retribution for Baird. And he draws his like long sword and fucking shield.
Cool. I'm like fucking hella stoked out loud but in my mind I'm like, better not run off of here and look at that. Or I'll fucking
Whippy roll.
I'm just like, next time I'll use my fucking rage basic attack on your ass. They'll just give me trying to run. Does compute. Shut down. You've got mail. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, so we continue on, him and me,
You guys continue on to the
in
trail.
retribution.
And then you see, roll a perception check.
Alright. Damn it.
It's gonna be a low one, because it's kind of like
It's like 1. Oh, okay, cool. 15.
15. Okay. You see, like, as you guys, like, kind of come out of the bush, like, back onto the road, continuing up this peak, you see, these pikes, like, just jammed into the ground, and on the tips of them are heads of what look to be other fighters.
Adventure.
Yeah, like, well, kind of like just general, like, fighting, like, warriors kind of thing. Because remember the Fighters Guild master told you guys that many have died trying to figure out what's going on up there.
And not every turn to turn.
And you see hella heads and like you hear like behind you like boop boop, oh shit.
It's like, oh beep,
Oh boop.
he censors himself.
Expletive deleted.
Expletive deleted. Rated R material.
Rated
It's like, alright, well, do we see around these pikes any area of stealth entry that we can maneuver around, or is it pretty much just pike?
It's like along the road. It's almost like as if it's
my way through.
A border?
It's like it's kind of like
I don't have any other options.
Like kind of bordering the
Wall.
road.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not really a wall, but they're just
16
kind of
chops later.
Plus your
It's like
bonuses.
a wall of pikes, so it's like there is space.
yeah, kind of
Doesn't it
Okay.
last till like the end of your next turn or something?
Well, is there a way for us just to kind of go along the wall
Yeah, you guys
and
can
just
just
kind of
kinda
stealth
stealth
it
it
on?
first, though.
Like,
Are you guys gonna go back into the bush and like stealth through it?
oh wait, okay, we can't.
'Cause,
The
like,
bushes don't
like,
control
picture
with
this.
the bushes don't continue with the.
Yeah, it's kind of like okay,
It
here's a
opens.
trail.
It opens
Here's a
with
trail
it.
that's been
Attack
open,
force. You
bush
have a
on the
-2
side, and then just
already.
pikes like right along the border of
You
the
do have a
road.
-2
Oh, okay.
already.
It's kind of just lining it to kind of I don't know
Do-
For your
scare people.
charge.
Oh, okay. Can we continue through
Charged in and
the
intimidated
bushes? Is there
With -2 to
traps
attack
at this
roll.
point still?
Oh, yeah.
So we have to roll
them. Do you have
something.
anything
You
else
would have
that,
to
like,
check.
weekends to attack
Alright,
with?
yeah.
Then
I'll-
I would use this.
I want to continue on through the bushes for a little while, but just
It
do
doesn't like what
a
you
roll
said,
for
but it's
traps
counter.
first. If
Alright,
not,
so
then
it'll
we'll just
be
go
a
into
engineering
the.
or perception check.
No, it's not an encounter, it's a daily.
So?
It's a standard action.
It's nighttime, isn't it?
In Ralgar's section, it is
24.
like 24. Oh shit. Okay.
Mine too.
Here.
And yours as well. But in Axehammeran's, it's day.
Shit.
So like this
Oh,
is
that's
different
hella
time
good, dude.
periods of shit going down. But yeah,
He's
so
all jacked up yet.
He's not in trouble.
he passed out for a little while and then hit by the death pole.
And got up and was like,
It's
huh?
all day.
I'm not dead yet.
Dude.
Callibretto's like, I'm just watching you for hours.
It's like I was looking at you and
Yeah, my pulse sensor was still
It's
reading.
like, what's this in my beard?
it's all robotic oil. The oils.
Fluid.
Man
Fluid.
oil.
Have you
Man,
seen that
man oil.
Ugly American?
I don't really watch that show. I've
There's
seen
like
a few episodes.
A robot that hella goes around and it's got like sperm from the scientist stored inside of it.
No, I haven't seen that.
I've seen that on Netflix. I've never
It's,
watched
like,
it though.
humping people.
It's pretty funny sometimes. Sometimes it's not as good. Yeah.
But yeah, so
24.
Yeah,
So
with
just
24, you find that there
Yeah.
aren't any traps like in
Okay.
the bush out here.
okay. So,
So you guys
continue
gonna try
through
to
the bushes.
stealth through or just
It's all
walk
funny, he
through
like
it?
makes that pretzel.
Can
with,
we
like, the shot
just
and,
just
pours it
saying
in
you're
his
gonna
mouth.
go like
He's laying
maneuvering
on it.
through it? Does that count as just walking? Basically, I would have
Yeah.
to roll a stealth to be
Well,
actually stealthing this
Yeah,
shit.
if you want to be
Excalibur.
stealth within it, it would be a
Excalibur.
stealth check. But if you're just wading through it, it's just
I guess there's no harm in just trying to stealth. But it's not like I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to fucking heat of battle or anything. God damn it. Well, I'm just walking through. Yeah, 11.
Yep, you're just walking through. Oh, there's like one slice left if anybody wants.
9 more than. That one's gonna sneeze.
It's like, why the
No
cheese
one going for the food that... So...
Who filled all this fucking, all the info on the top of the sheet?
Oh, hell yeah, dude, I do that every character.
Every time?
Every character
His
I do
height
that.
fluctuates as he levels up.
Oh shit.
3'1", 3'7".
Brewmaster
2 feet tall.
Battle
Deity.
Yeah, he's my Brewmaster Battle
Battle hum?
Battle Alright. So I'm just walking through. Listening, of course.
Alright, perception check.
16?
16. In the distance, like from where you are, you hear the sounds of battle.
Oh,
Like
shit.
roaring, like yelling, and just like... And like roars, like some kind of animal roars.
You just
as
hear
well.
like... You hear like swords meeting and shit like that, or what?
Not necessarily swords
Just,
moving.
okay, I
Just
guess
battle.
just grunts, battle.
Yeah.
I guess that's all that really matters.
Or sex.
Could be
Yes.
either.
Could be both.
Animal sex.
Spares.
Comes along, it's like, oh god, oh, what is this? What the fuck? Oh, you're all dying now.
I want to question
Axehammeran, Axehammeran.
Alright, so speeding through, and what do I see? Like, I see them actually fighting it up, or...
It's pretty far in the distance. Like it's kind of
okay.
faint.
Alright, well, let's start, like, kind of picking up our pace. Like, we hear what's
It's
going on.
Calibretto's like, what's going on?
It's like, I don't know, let's find out.
And you guys start just fucking rushing through the bush.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the Isle of Dread.
It's always a cliffhanger. Always has to be a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
He's happening. That dude just ducked out of the way, right?
What?
That kopru. Then he just
Yeah.
duck out.
Yeah.
He just ducked behind some cover, right?
Yes.
I can't see him at all.
From where you are, no.
What do I see?
You see the central flame. You see about like 6 of your tribesmen fighting like a bunch of other like mind controlled tribesmen. And then you see like Jiraiya, like after you save her, she's like just starts fucking lobbing fireballs like at motherfuckers, and then you see like Tristan just come out of nowhere and just just like cut a motherfucker's throat.
It's like,
Well,
Snapping
can I get
quietly.
like a vantage point on where that kopru ducked down?
So you kind of
anyway?
like trying to get like get him in back in your sights kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right, roll a perception check.
13.
13. All right, you're kind of like dipping through like the battlefield, like oh shit, like there's dudes just fucking dying left and right, and then you kind of look over where he dipped over at, and he was like, it almost seems as if he vanished.
What
And
can I
then you
see?
hear like this fucking tribesman's coming at you with a spear, and he's like,
Ray of Frost?
you know, Ray of Frost him?
Is he adjacent to me or?
He's almost adjacent. He's about 2 squares away from you.
Alright, yeah, Ray of Frost.
yee.
What's it against?
Fortitude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's 27.
Okay. So you just...
And he just like, to his dome, just like... Out of his body, just like...
he's like... kind of just falls over.
This is the
Rips
look,
off.
the look on his face.
His body and legs like kind of bend for a little bit and
Yeah,
fall
his
back.
body just keeps going, and he just reels back and just falls. And then you hear like a tribesman next to you. He's like, and then you see like a spear just come out of his tongue. He's like,
Oh no!
and you see like a mind-controlled fucking tribesman just lifting him up like,
What a dude, chilling cloud on that guy.
on that dude. All right.
Is anyone else?
What's it against?
Fortitude.
There doesn't seem to be anybody within like 10 feet of either of those two guys.
Alright. Yeah, that hits.
30? Over 30 probably?
31.
Alright. Just like...
Yeah, just... Yeah.
And they both just kind of freeze. And then you hear Tristan, he's like, shit! We're losing men! What do we do? He's like, and you see him like, there's like 3 or 4 dudes like approaching him like from all directions.
Well, can I yell an order at him before he gets mobbed on?
Yeah, that he was like basically shouting towards you.
Like, Tristram, find the kopru! I'll take care of these guys!
He's like, oh! He's like looking at all the
Then
dudes like charging at him.
Chilling cloud over on him once they get close to him.
Alright, roll your attack 4 times.
Alright.
Oh.
That was 14.
14.
No, 15.
15. Alright, that
No,
misses.
15.
Sword dice.
So
For the other 3.
Yeah.
yeah, that's it's the one's 23.
Fuck my
That's the
loaded
lowest one.
blue dice. Rolls the 15. Fuck that.
I have the lowest roll.
Should have been me, give it to him.
You should have gave him a dice, you bastard. So wait, so what were the rolls?
17.
23, 28, and 30.
You're welcome.
Oh, they all hit.
So I missed one, right?
So just one of them like escapes, and then like so Tristan hears your order and he kind of just slashes at the throat of the one dude who didn't get frozen. He's like, all right, and you just see him kind of dive like behind a hut.
So can I see any of my other allies, like my
At this point,
village
you
allies?
see about 7 tribesmen and Jiraiya are left.
Yeah.
So it's almost as if like half your force like died. Amidst
Well, not
the battle.
half, because there's only, what, 14 dudes?
There was like 15 guys, plus like 3 like special characters like you, Jiraiya, and Tristan.
Well, they're not dead yet.
They're not dead.
So it's a little over half.
A little over.
I feel like 60%.
60% are dead.
Well,
I didn't need that 60%.
can I run back to them? Is it safe to get back to them?
Well, they aren't really in the back. It's more like the last groups are just spread out, fighting off like mind-controlled tribesmen. Because
They're all
note that you
kind of
guys were
spread out.
Yeah, you guys were fighting off like 40-ish guys, like with a force
How
of
much
15.
does it look like they are left?
At least 20
Alright.
Ooh.
versus like 7.
There's not grouped together?
No.
The choices continue.
Where's Jiraiya? Is she blasting from the sidelines, or is she getting...
She's kind of like in the middle of the battlefield, just like blasting anybody that gets near her. And then like...
Alright, is there any of my dudes looking crucial?
Any what?
Are my dudes looking crucial?
Yeah.
I'm gonna help that guy.
Alright, well there's 3 of them looking crucial. Like they're getting surrounded essentially. Well, not necessarily surrounded, but they're getting like 2-on-1 kind of thing.
Alright, chilling cloud.
Like over there, I actually see one guy, he's like, oh, with his, like trying to hold off dudes with his spear, and they're like, ah.
So what, 2?
2 rolls.
That's 17 versus fortitude.
He's dead. And he gets his face impaled.
That's 19.
No, and they both
So
die.
you lob this like fucking cloud over it, and it fucking just is in the wrong direction almost. And he's like, no, Jalash! Then you see like an axe
The face
in
of
his
his
chest. And then like they just fucking just like start just axing the shit out of him. And he's like,
Damn. No fucking
Why
mercy,
watches it
dude.
out? Why like, no.
It's kind of like a Baron moment for me, man.
Yeah.
And then you roll a perception check actually.
Ooh.
He
That's
falls
an 8.
down.
An 8. So you hear like
Come on, guys.
in the distance. It sounds like Tristram. And you hear, But you don't know what direction that sound came from, though. Shit. There's just like a lot of like, battle rabble going on, like everywhere around you.
Can I move to dry?
You can. And then she sees you and she's like, shit! It's going down!
Shit is going down!
Yeah. Fucking tell me about it. I got eyes too.
I know. I just saw somebody get axe murdered.
I think Tristan's getting fucked up.
And she's like, where?
I don't know.
You're like, I failed the perception.
I failed to perceive that one.
And she kind of looks over. And then scanning past the like central flame like of the village center, she sees Tristan. She's like, over there. And then you see Tristan, he's like, oh, with his daggers out. He's like, oh shit. And then you see like within like the shadows like behind him, the kopru's just like, whoa, doing some shit to him.
Do I have a standard action right now?
It is just your turn right now, but that's about like 45 feet out. AKA, hold on, 9 squares away.
Alright. Do I have a standard in it?
It's your move, minor, and standard at this point.
Alright. Big bees.
So you kind of just, another big bees?
Yeah, I spend my move to... No, because...
Oh, you
it's
moved
sustained.
the hand from like where it was just chilling. So
Yeah.
this is his hand sitting by a fire. Towards what?
Can I see the kopru?
Roll a perception check.
Not me.
It's all no.
No, he can't. He definitely saw him.
That's 28.
Oh, okay.
26.
Okay, you do see him. So the hand moves towards him. All right, hold on.
Everybody's probably... Oh, man.
Oh.
I was trying to make it last. You want to feel good.
I'm feeling glitch. What's it against?
Reflex.
That's crystal.
All the rolls are finally made up.
32. All right. It fucking grabs him.
Alright.
And then at this point, you see like Tristan like in the distance, like, oh fuck. And then he just fucking starts running up towards it, and he's like, ah! How much damage does it take?
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Plus.
This is a 6. No.
22?
Takes 22 damage? Holy shit.
Let's see. Okay, yeah. I can use my fortitude or reflex if the target attempts to escape. Alright, cool.
So you probably broke a couple of its ribs. It was just like...
Just grabbed you real quick. That was a pretty brutal grab right there, too.
It was almost as if it was just trying to crush his whole body, essentially.
Just like a rush towards it. It's like... It's a gigantic hand.
Alright, roll another perception check. It's going to be an easy sell. Because you know what you're looking at, essentially.
That's a 13.
13, okay. So you see like Tristan running up to this kopru like stuck in his fist, and then you see like this like these beams of like light almost emit from Big B's grasp, and like the hand just fucking shattered. And it's just like, and then Tristan's like, oh shit, as he's about to like stab it. And then, meanwhile, back in the Town of Petals.
Don't you love that?
Can I use a minor for right away?
Nope.
What about a free action?
Nope. It's Town of Petals' turn. AKA Ralgar.
Next turn.
Next turn, perhaps.
Oh god, what if I got Tristan in my story?
Fine. I don't believe.
He's gonna die.
It's gonna be Wyatt's fault.
Well, I was trying to move him away. That's what I wanted to do right there.
Alright, Ralgar, this is going to be against your AC.
Oh, how much is it?
You take...
Their AC was that 16 plus what?
12.
Oh, okay, just checking.
28.
Yeah, just checking.
Alright, you take 10 damage. Like from, this is a group attack.
Nope, I'm gonna block it with unbreakable thing.
Okay, so whatever minus
I'll
out
say
of
4 damage.
Okay, so
Man,
oh shit, it's minus 8?
That's fucking owl.
You said 10, didn't you?
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, 4 damage. Okay.
Owl is fucking sick.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Get the fuck out of my papers,
I
bro.
want
So you see a bunch of dudes like just try to spear you and you're just like, but then you still like take a little bit of the hits. And you're like, he isn't that insane. Even though like a bunch of them speared you, and you kind of just fend them off.
And that was with the, wait, what was it with the minus? What was the minus, 2?
Well, the roll was still minus 1.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, so it didn't matter. They still hit you, but you did fend off the attacks with Unbreakable. I mean, they're kind of just all. What do you do?
I'm gonna cleave them.
All right, you're only gonna get to cleave 2.
No, that's the only AOE move I have otherwise. So.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna cleave my way through this crowd here, one chop at a time.
Just like deflecting.
I was hoping the Dragon's Breath would take out a couple more, you know,
Actually,
but
not even deflecting attacks. He was getting hit by attacks.
Yeah, you just get speared each time. And you just like...
I'm talking about people.
22 versus AC?
22 versus AC. All right, that hits.
Both of them?
Yes. Damage for the first one, and the second one takes a little, like, whatever that bonus is.
17.
Okay. And the other one...
17?
No. He doesn't take 17. He takes like a...
I just rolled 2 10s in a row. Plus 7.
Wait a
So
minute.
17 for
Why'd
the
you
first
roll
one.
2?
Oh, I thought you said roll again.
Because the cleave isn't a second. It isn't a second roll. It's just a little bonus damage.
Oh.
The first one was 17.
Yeah, the first one was still 17.
Yeah.
That sucks. That was sick. Damn it.
Other than the target takes damage equal to your strength modifier.
Oh, okay. So they take 5 for the other one.
All right. So you just
Can
like,
I put that 5 on someone that's already charged?
And you just like... and you kind of slash it, and he's like, oh!
Was the other one charred up? So he took
The
already
one
some
that
damage?
had already taken the 6 was just like... and he just got slashed, but he's just bloody.
Oh, bastard.
And they're just like, no! And they fucking get ready to attack you again. And they do! This is against your AC.
Alright.
The minus isn't applied anymore. They just watched their buddy get killed. If anything, they're infuriated.
Oh, he killed him?
I did.
Yeah, he killed one
shit,
of them.
the first one?
Yeah. 19 versus AC fails!
Parry and riposte.
Alright, this is only going to be against one of them.
Oh, whatever. I gotta take them out as many as
Probably
like
that
possible.
weak one,
No, what?
I'd assume.
No, maybe
No.
not. I'm gonna go for one of the fresh ones.
Alright, the one that got singed.
Yeah.
No, I want to, but I can't.
23.
23 versus AC that hits.
Wait, I just did 2 10s on that. There's no way I'm gonna get a good roll with that one. Where's the other one?
Shut
up.
12.
You heard the
12 damage. Alright.
choke.
So this other one gets... You see he gets bloody as well, and there's like 2 bloody dudes and like 5
And he
other
grants me
guys.
combat advantage.
Okay.
I'm sure you heard
And
it, but I was
then,
like, hello,
it's
leading
my
in your
turn now?
direction. I was like,
Yes.
Alright.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So
I was
can-
looking at his sheet.
Oh,
If
yeah,
I
I was
use
like-
like one of my weapons abilities or one, well, I don't really need to necessarily, I guess. Alright, let's clean through a couple more.
Alright, who are you targeting?
I'm gonna hit
Fresh ones or the 2 weak ones?
with the primary attack. Let's just do the 2 weak ones and get them out of the way. One. And I'm gonna take the combat advantage for it.
Alright, it's plus 2. Hey, look at over the slice, nigga.
oh, who caught me?
19 versus AC.
19, is this with combat advantage?
Yes.
Oh.
Is it 21?
Shut up! Don't kill him!
Hey. Sorry,
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Man, it'd be cool to get like a pizza from Little Caesars. And just get 2 pizzas, just get hella like sauce on here, and just make a sandwich out of it.
Just like put the other one
Sandwich, yeah, on top, and have like shit in the middle. It's like,
would be pretty legit, especially because of how cheap they are.
$5.
Oh, damn it.
Yo.
Alright, everyone, as a miner, I'm going to use Glorying Threat and mark all those guys. Or it doesn't count to mark them, does it?
I'm going to say this. It doesn't really affect anything because Glowing Threat only benefits your party members.
Because it gives me +2 to attack rolls and damage rolls against enemies that are marked by you with my bracers. And I fucking forgot about
in
that.
that case,
I should have hit that other
benefit
guy.
you.
And I should have
In
done
that
bonus
case-
2 damage to all those other guys. So this motherfucker should be dead.
In
And
that case, it does benefit you. I didn't know that.
I forgot about it too, and I was reading it, I was like, what? I was like, god damn it.
Wait, where did you get the bonus from? From
My
the
bracers that Wyatt gave me.
Oh, anybody that's marked. Okay.
I forgot about it, so I should have... I could have been doing some serious damage with that +2 to all
Wait,
these
it's only
guys.
if anybody marks you, not you mark them,
It's
right?
marked... Oh, against enemies that marked... Oh, marked you. I thought marked by you.
In
My
that
bad.
case,
yeah,
it
you're right.
doesn't
It doesn't
benefit
matter.
you.
My bad.
It
I was
doesn't
reading it
matter.
wrong. My bad.
It's better than you haven't been using that. Yeah.
Well, you just know for the future now, if you guys face any other tanks, if he, like, countermarks you, then you get a benefit.
Cool.
I'm going to use my
Which
gloves
will
of recovery
happen, probably.
on that last attack.
Okay, what does that do?
You miss an enemy with a melee power attack, make a melee basic attack against that enemy.
Oh, okay. Now the question is, will you hit him?
No. My bonus is fat. Like I rolled a 2 last time. That's why I missed him. That's an 18.
I rolled a 3 this time. Oh. He misses. What is
15 damage.
What do you mean? You rolled? Oh, you rolled an 18 plus your bonus. Shit. All right, so you slay that one. It's like his axes come down. Torso just opens and he's
Your
like,
blood shall run in the streets this night. Your body shall fly at my feet.
yes, yes. And then you see like maybe about 6 guys are left, at least from the ones that are fighting you. They're still the ones that are at the door.
They haven't even noticed what's going on yet.
Well, they haven't noticed, but they're still trying to do what
they were here
they
for.
came to do.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back on the peaks of Lake Tahoe.
So, since we've done a full round,
Should we
rounds.
mini
Time is it?
sesh?
Yeah,
It's
a little
like
mini.
about 10.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's
probably a
only
good time.
9:10.
It's going 10. It's a good time to do it.
yeah.
Yeah, we should. Smoke break.
Cool. I'm not alone in the fiendage. You diggage?
Yes.
Yes. I'll think we can more with this pizza.
It's going to be another check. It's like another climbing section, essentially.
Okay, so
Did you get off front?
I
endurance.
bought that shit.
Oh yeah, it was coming hella through
And I
shit.
got this too.
27.
All right. So it's like kind of just
Oh,
like
you
leading the
did that,
path,
huh?
like blazing
I
the
see you're going
trail,
to the bathroom.
and like Calibretto's kind of following
I
behind
got
you.
that, and I got this. This
7
is
used
sick.
And
that.
you hear him just like,
I use it sometimes.
Well, you haven't used that yet.
Yeah, I haven't needed it. I mean, I only took what?
Oh, you bought that?
I sense
I know I just added
I
it.
was gonna say, you didn't have one?
I
foreign
didn't.
presence.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude, we've had those for days.
the whole time I didn't have one.
Damn.
No,
Yeah, I was like,
Well,
that
you
sucks.
guys are traveling essentially along
Yeah,
like
it's
a
because the
cliff
attack goes
face.
and
Why would I
damage.
say that?
A very
So they
not
have
only-
to mark
Oh,
these,
okay.
that's
Yeah,
the only
no, but
problem.
not only
Seems to be from above
like,
us.
not only do you
So it's
get rid of that
spiraling
mark.
kind of
Yeah, you
like...
guys are kind of
minus,
going up the mountains,
you
and then
just
it's
dump
like
on
you guys are
2
just like
extra
along
damage.
that cliffside.
Yeah.
So it's like wall, fall.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, he says that there seems to be a foreign presence above you guys.
Let's make haste.
All right, so what do you do at this point? Just
Heading
continue on?
quicker.
All right, it's going to be a harder sell. Can't use endurance again.
Okay. Oh, do I want to fuck with my athletics yet? Can't just... Acrobatics doesn't count?
It would count.
It would? Okay.
Yes.
I might try it out. It's either run or fucking walk. 16. Did I just make it?
Oh, the lymph takes one to the dome.
16. All right, so you're just like, whoa, and you start to lose your footing, and you're just like, oh, and you kind of grab onto the ledge.
What? No way.
And then you see this robotic hand extend out to you. He says, boop, boop, grab my hand.
Grab it.
and you grab on.
Shit, I should have used athletics. Axehammeran's not supposed to rely on anybody.
At this point, roll a perception check.
I'm the only one that's alone right now.
Fucking A. 18.
18. Alright, so as you like grab Callibretto's arm, you see like in your peripheral, this like, it looks like this huge flying object just flying towards you.
Okay, am I getting off?
And within 18, you see like wings and what looks to be like a body.
Like a gargoyle or something, or what? It's like...
Roll a nature check.
Okay.
Jared might come through.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Should just be like,
19.
hey, you going to dinner?
Yeah, we should. Do it.
Both of us text them.
Do it.
Yes.
It's like...
Should just take a picture of your face right now so you can be like, hey, remember texted you go to dinner?
Look at this. That's what he looked like. Say two camos. I'll get him back.
Get him back.
I'm good.
Get him back, man.
I'm good for it. I'm good for it.
Alright, but yeah, with a 19, you recognize it as a griffin.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it's flying towards you guys.
Griffins are usually friendly.
So he attacks you.
Until
like-
you get mauled.
Oh, never mind.
Note
I
that
just
the
knew that
griffin
there
has
would be
like this,
fly on them.
The griffin has like this large eagle's head on a lion's
like
body
P
with like massive
Tur
eagle.
P-tier Griffin.
Oh,
Damn it. Damn it. Alright, I just gotta stay in the zone.
Jared's like on this arm, just like, hey, what's up? Come here,
So,
buddy. Like,
he pulls
hey,
me
what's
up with that
Oh,
18, right?
Well, he's grabbing your hand.
Oh, okay, so he's in the action of
Yeah.
Be like,
doing
come
it
here,
when I'm
straight
looking
on,
over and I
what's
see
up?
him
you
coming.
You see this griffin
That
just
one,
flying
so I'm
towards
just
you.
like...
And you kind of climb up back on the ledge.
Man, up, back up.
all stressed.
I'm
He's like, that was
Oh, that was an eagle. He's trying to
like,
And he looks over.
Gouge the man's eyeballs out of his eye sockets. So the man was screaming,
This is against your AC.
oh
That's what I was
shit.
thinking.
It's like, Mr. Hunt.
32.
Twice when I was fishing.
doesn't do what you ask.
12 damage.
God.
These like these massive like lion paws just like fucking maul against you. Like as you just climb up back on the ledge. At this point, roll a d20.
Okay.
You plummet to your death.
Not with anything.
And then,
Mission failed.
15.
alright. So it mauls you and you kind of just fall prone like on the trail.
Fuck.
And then you see Callibretto just go, ah! He just starts to like plummet down the side of the fucking mountain.
He just helped my ass.
Just mauled you guys and then just started flying around. And then you see it kind of like, as you're
You
laying
just lost
there,
2 legs.
it's starting to like kind of U-turn and then come back towards you.
Alright. And,
Now what do? This is your turn. You're prone.
well then I'm just gonna stand still. But,
Are you going to stand up?
yeah, I'm gonna stand up. Is that my fucking minor?
That's
Standing.
your move.
My move. Okay.
The real question is, are you going to use your standard to fight this thing, or are you going to run? Like, use your standard to move?
I don't think you have to ask Axehammeran that question.
I think I missed this party.
Everyone around has Henry, other than the river rats and ourselves, tends to die.
You haven't really been axe-hammering at all. You've been axe-axiing.
Yeah.
I know.
Where's all the hammering?
I know.
He's
That's
getting
because
hammered, that's why.
Hammering.
I can't ham on every motherfucker when I'm by myself.
He's blunted his axe into a makeshift hammer.
Oh, don't you worry. I'm setting this all up to be the most insane Axehammeran I've ever been in my life. But it takes just a little bit of like patience. Because I'm
A little patience.
for every
Pay
motherfucker.
patience. So hey, Erwin, too, at level 12, don't some of your skills aren't you supposed to pick new ones at level 12 or something?
Yeah.
Like, how do you know that again, though? Where do you find that?
When you check the character builder, it tells you what you get. at certain levels. So it's like, oh, level 11, you get a new feat.
But don't you replace some of your older ones? They're like level 1?
Yeah.
Does it tell you to do that too?
Well, you can if you want to, but I mean, like, when you have something like Brash Strike, unless you have something that gives you that buff of an attack, like, it's almost not even worth it to replace it.
Well, what about, like, because I think one of my...
Like, some classes, their level 5 dailies are way sicker than their level 9 dailies, and it's like, let me just pick a second level 5 one versus, like, you know, my new level 9 one kind of thing.
Okay. So I'm probably going to play to that later, so I'll just...
Yeah, you just have to look into it and see what it is.
Multi-classing.
What? Oh, yeah, you can also multi-class and pick, like, well, the multi-class in 4th edition is different. It's kind of weaker, because you just get, like, a skill from another class. Like, for example, if you're a half-elf...
Did he teach you back?
Huh?
Did he teach you back about that text?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh, fuck that.
He's like, I ain't going to those.
I just spent like $100 over in the city.
Yeah.
Take a small one.
Yeah, so I could take a hit. You kill it. Oh, me kill it? Ooh. I'll just take like a half ski
It's the
hit.
last one, remember. He's got to have the last sip of his fucking drink.
Rest in peace, Green Dragon. Wait, that's a different one.
Yeah, that's a different one for sure.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace, Green.
I remember
Green
Green
Batu.
Dragon.
Green Dragon's awful.
Yeah, didn't even work.
I don't think it did either.
Alright, I'm just gonna fucking Brash Strike. Actually, yeah, I just don't really want to use my encounters right now. They're all fucking multi-target.
I wish I had your skills
actually,
right now.
That's how we set it up. Actually, I'll use Surprising Stab, which is... I always fuck up with Surprising Stab, though, because I don't ever understand it.
It's like a setup attack. Like you hit him with a weenie hit, and then you hit him with a fat one after, or something like that.
Yeah, it's definitely a multi-hit, but it's like, I always get thrown off by, you know, that top part that says, like, you know, 19 versus AC.
Yeah,
this one says 16 versus Reflex, comma, 6 damage. It's like, what the fuck does that
that's
mean?
basically the first hit.
It's 6 damage.
Yeah, and then
the second one's
hit
like a
is
melee
is the
basic or
major
something?
one. It's fatter than a melee basic, though, I think.
Huh?
Let me see. Surprising Stab.
Yeah.
Alright. Secondary attack is strength versus AC. But then the hit is 2. So it's basically a melee basic, but then instead of 1d10 plus whatever, it's 2d10s plus 6.
Okay. So the first one's just 6, and the second one is 2d10
if you hit
plus
both
6.
hits, it'll be 2d10s plus 12 total.
Oh, okay. Alright. Fair enough. Alright, I'll do that.
Is this the movie
All you hit in the 6 plus your 2d6s though.
And then don't I also get like
Your
a
secondary attack is
like
a melee
crit,
basic.
like crit.
Yeah, the crit is the 2d6s.
2d6s. Okay, so 2d6s, and then the 2d10s plus 12.
No, it's just 6 plus 2d6s.
Okay.
So that's the first attack.
D20?
Now you gotta roll another d20 for your secondary hit.
That's almost like,
Okay.
what, 2d6 is
So
2d10
so wait,
plus 12?
So the first one's 2d6s plus 6.
Yep.
3.
So
So
9 damage
9.
the first one?
Cursed with the blue 6. Give me it.
I don't know why you want it back. It's fucking cursed.
Cursed for you. Here comes the 6. Oh, 3. Shut up. Alright, so you get it for 9 for the initial attack. Now you're melee basic with 2d10 plus 6 if you hit.
Uh, 22
Alright.
versus AC.
This
Damn.
is-
Wait, that's melee basic, right? Okay, yeah, it misses then.
So you like hit him with
See,
the first one.
I have the shittiest ability. I
As
need
you
to
swing your
change.
secondary attack,
surprising
it like
stab.
just swoops past you.
Oh god, I hate my abilities.
And then, as it's swooping past you, you just see this like huge lion's paw just go. Rah. It's against your AC. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Alright, so then it gets like within slashing range and it's just like like just coming up to you.
Alright. It's
Sorry, Gracie. I burped.
You should hear her burp.
Yeah, I know. It's just unpolite when...
hell yeah.
There's ladies around.
Yeah.
What happens when there's men around and ladies burp?
Yeah, that's good.
No, because there's a double standard thing.
So +2 to attack. Roll damage bonus.
But Jared has tree. He's not getting booed.
Oh man, my fucking
He's
pencil
I'm not. He's at Denny's. He's like, "What's up with dinner? I'm outside of town." I was like, "Oh, we're just out of booze." He's all, "Those fuckers." He's all, "Fuck y'all."
Damn it!
You never know, maybe he'll surprise you, maybe you'll roll through with it.
He's out with a 12 tag like
A man can
So I
dream
got
though.
some PBRs.
A man can dream. A man can dream. A man can dream. Alright. So...
what'd you roll for Villain's Menace?
Oh, it was for attack?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't done that yet. Alright, so 2d10s.
What'd you roll for the attack?
To be able to hit him with
Yeah.
Villain's Menace? Oh, it was like 35.
Oh, okay, it hits.
It hits, I guess.
What the fuck about a d10?
Here's a D10.
I'm taking his, because his are fucking loaded.
Nope, they're cursed.
No, they're not.
All these
for
D20s
you.
You were
loaded.
cursed for your last time.
Yeah, you rolled a 1 with my
Oh,
D6.
no. Yeah. 9 with yours, 1 with mine. So,
I cursed something.
10, 23 damage.
Alright.
And then, yeah.
You cursed his, but yours are still alive.
Mine is still loaded. Alright, what's the benefit for,
Yeah, it's over by the other point. The benefit is 2 power, 2 attack, and 2 damage, or 4 damage.
So this creature grants
Encounter
you
to
that
the to the end of the counter.
Okay.
Yeah, with
What?
that. 2
It grants
to
him 2 to hit him
Yeah,
and 4 to
2 to
damage. So you basically like super marked him and he's but he still slashes at you as he's flying by.
Whew.
This is against your AC.
God.
26.
Oh, 25.
You gotta get an ability that gives you like plus something to your defense.
I do.
Yeah,
I need to
just
use
equip the
it,
shield.
or just use my dancing defense.
Oh, fuck yeah. Take 12 damage.
Oh God.
And it kind of caws after you like slash its side and it starts to fly past you. Meanwhile, back on the Isle of Dread.
Oh God. Damn, I didn't have some time to think about what I'm doing now.
I saved Tristram in a sense, and he blasted my big beast. What happened there?
Well, he
Like a dispel?
He like shattered it essentially, yeah, with a dispel. And then he's like, and then Tristram's like, oh fuck.
Did Tristram stab him?
Well, he like kind of stopped after seeing it.
Is it my turn?
And yeah, it's your turn at this point.
Alright. I use little goody choose rod.
On.
Tristram.
Alright, and
Pull him away from him.
okay.
Back towards us.
And like, as he's like right there, you just see like the kopru like form his like tentacled fist and just go. But then like Tristan's like, just gets pulled away.
And misses him.
And it misses him. And then he looks back and he's like, oh fuck. At this point,
Can I still see that kopru?
you can still see the kopru. It's like it's in the middle of just like.
What's happened to my homies then?
What happened to your homies? You're gonna survey back. Perception check.
Alright. That's 14.
Alright. So you look back. You see maybe about 3 or 4 of them just kind of like bending off to like 5 or 6
That's all that's left?
dudes. Well, that's all that you could see with a 14.
Alright, well, can I do a chilling cloud?
In that direction,
Yeah.
like to one of the guys fighting off a bunch of dudes. You can. But you're gonna need to roll a bunch of chilling cloud misses.
How many?
5.
Do you have another one? Your dye bag?
Yes.
A green one?
A cursed blue
How
one.
about a green one?
A green one? Yes, I probably have a green one. You son of a bitch.
Thank you.
Here it comes.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I like it. Whoop. It's gonna be under 10s.
Yeah, mine's coming through.
Yeah, mine.
Dependable.
Mine. So those ones are 22 versus fortitude,
Hits.
and then that one's 18.
Misses. And then everything else hits. Okay, so you kill like 4 of the 5 of that one
Alright.
pack, and then you see like the dude who you just rescued essentially. He like sees the one that's still alive, and he kind of just impales him with his. He just like runs him through with his spear. And he's like, "Thank you, Mom."
As he dies?
No, as he kills a guy.
Oh,
impaled the
okay,
one
that
you
guy
runs
did. I thought you meant
him
the
through. He
last
runs the
enemy
last-
dude.
Oh no, the last one did.
I was like,
Runs
damn, I
him.
lost another one.
But he runs that guy through. And
How's that other guy looking then?
The other 2 guys that you see, they're just getting overwhelmed essentially.
Can I help them out too with a little chilling cloud?
At this point you can, but hold on.
Oh, I couldn't. Fuck.
Oh. Alright, so one of them is kind of like fighting him off, and then you see the other one, he's just like, you just see like an axe come down on his shoulder.
It's like,
he kind of like swings his spear out that way, and then they just kind of overwhelm him at this point.
I blast the guys that overwhelmed him.
You can blast those guys, or you can save the other guy who's fighting him off.
Alright, I'll save that guy.
Alright. It's gonna be another 5 rolls.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Oh, I put the green one away.
Just roll forward.
Yeah, I figured you were gonna say
Which one?
that. Where's your red one? Oh, loaded. Yeah. I'm gonna roll your last one for this one.
Another 19. I knew it. Alright, so do they all hit or what?
Yeah.
Alright, so you just like save that dude. He's like, ooh. It's like all this like frosty mist just like evaporates past them. And you see like these frozen dudes around them. Now what do you do?
What about the guys that killed my other homie?
They are charging towards, like, they kind of split, and, like, 2 of them are charging towards that lone guy. The other 3 are charging towards Jiraiya.
The one that I just saved?
Yeah. So 2 of them are coming to him, and then the other 3 are going towards Jiraiya.
Has Jiraiya got this, or what?
Well, you see her, like, firing fireballs out towards huts. Like,
She didn't see those guys?
she doesn't.
Ah, man. I gotta save her.
And then you hear Tristan, like,
God.
also.
God, do everything around here. I'll kill those 2 dudes that are gonna blast Jiraiya.
The 3?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be 3 chilling clouds.
Coming through
It's
hot.
so 9. This place is just getting frostified.
Oh, sooner or later I had to come through faulty.
That's on sideways, right?
Still low. It's like 5 or 7.
So that's a 23 and a 22 versus 22.
What about the other one?
No, it was a critical miss.
Alright, well the 2 of them
The other guy
hit,
was just like, what?
but the 3rd one lives.
Alright.
And then you see Jiraiya just go, he has like a spear like hits her side, and she's like, and she kind of like keels over.
What?
It's like a spear just hits her side, and then the guy's like, he's about to stab her.
It's Ray of Frost.
Alright, note that you just heard Tristan also scream out.
So this chick's about to get...
Alright.
Wait, do I have Icy Rays?
I think you spent it
Did I?
against the kopru, and he fucking dipped.
Was that Chill Strike or Icy Rays?
Oh, I think it was Chill Strike, actually. So you do have Icy Rays at this point then.
Can I see the Goku guy?
Alright, when you look over, you do see the kopru guy.
Can I do an Icy
And he's
Rays?
got his fucking tentacles around Tristan's throat. He's like, oh!
Can I do Icy Rays?
Like in both directions?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. This is against the caveman.
Yep. That hits. It's a 31.
Alright.
Hell yeah. Should I do my rolls like that now?
That's crazy. Same thing.
21?
Yeah,
31.
Oh man.
31. Fuck. Okay, yeah, that hits. How much damage is
Dude, it goes for so long. It's just like Dreidel status
Oh,
of
you
20.
Oh man.
Dude, look at that.
8 damage.
8 damage. Alright,
I rolled a 1.
Goes
so
for
you essentially
days, dude.
save Jiraiya, but then you see like
Goes
that
for
fucking
so
ice
long.
just hit that kopru and he's
Target
just like,
is immobilized.
and he's just like unaffected almost. Well, he obviously took the
Oh,
brunt
still
of
is
the damage,
going.
but he's
Oh,
still
shit.
just choking the shit out of Tristan.
My turn now?
No. You see Jiraiya getting up and she's like, "Ah." You see like that, the tribesman that you saved, he's like, yeah. And he starts charging. And you just see like 5 or 6 dudes just coming out of like the darkness of like this burning village essentially.
At him?
At 5 or 6 are charging towards him, 5 or 6 are charging towards you, and 5 or 6 are charging towards Jiraiya.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's like 15 right there.
Yes, it is.
So there was only 20 left, and I've killed like 10 already.
I didn't say there was 20 left.
Hey, you did?
So there is at
There's
least
like
20
40.
left.
Touche.
Who's about to die? No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, not really.
Nah. Maybe me. But-
Alright, fine. I'm gonna raise across that kopru.
Okay. It's against?
Actually, I'm gonna do Murderous Twin against that kopru.
Okay.
Will.
It's against?
Will.
Okay. Uh-oh.
That's another 31.
Alright, that hits. So another just Cobra just coalesces out of the darkness and attacks him or something like that, right?
Yeah, and he's knocked
Okay.
prone.
For how much damage?
8 damage again.
Right, it's like, "Ah," and it kind of like lets go of like Christian as it looks over at the other,
It's
and
not
it's Murderous
prone,
Twin. What?
It's not prone.
Oh, it's not prone as well?
Yeah.
Oh shit, so it's kind of...
World Serpent's Grasp.
Oh, I thought you were doing Murderous Twin.
That's just a feat I have.
Oh.
Whenever a target is immobilized or slowed,
Okay. Oh yeah,
not
that's right,
prone.
that's right.
so
Okay.
it's not prone.
So it's all... And it kind of loses its grasp on Tristan and falls to the ground as this thing is... Its twin is just kind of attacking it. And then at the same time, you see like that guy who was charging kind of turn around. He's like, "Oh no!" And he starts fighting off like 5 dudes. And at the same time, you see Jiraiya like just like charging up like a fireball, ready to blast the guys in front of her.
Can I move
And
to
you
Jiraiya?
also see the 5 running towards you as well.
Can I move towards Jiraiya?
What's your speed? 6?
6.
Yes, you can.
Can I move like adjacent to her?
Yep. So you kind of run
Like
towards
maybe
her.
back to
At
back?
this point, you will be out of range of the kopru.
Alright.
Who is still choking for
In my
sure?
Murderous Twin. So say that again. What was happening?
You move towards Jiraiya.
Yeah. And then
So now the 5 guys that are charging towards her and the 5 guys that are charging towards you are also all charging together essentially. Yeah.
can I blast Chilling Cloud on those ones that are rushing behind me?
You can.
Alright.
It'll be 5 rolls.
Well, is she like charging up a blast attack that I know of, or is she
She's
just
charging
kinda...
up another fireball, which is a burst 1 within 10.
Hot potato.
Alright, so she's got it. Yeah, I'll just blast those guys that are
Recover,
behind me.
recover, no!
5 rolls.
Kill it. That's it.
That would be it.
So 9?
That's
6.
6.
So that's a 19.
This is
24.
hits.
Lower.
What if I do, what was that, 19?
You used it last game.
Oh, what is this? All
This
same
is the
encounter,
same encounter.
So that one misses 2 then. That one's 23.
Alright, that hits.
So
Hey, why is that one more?
One
than
more
this
roll
one?
then.
Oh,
2 hits.
Always the blue one.
Oh! I wait for it.
Yep.
And
It's
pay
a-
the price.
Yeah.
The curse continues.
Not for me.
So you see like these like this fog like hit those guys, but then 3 dudes just come out of the mist and just like and they fucking lunge their spears at you. This is against your AC. X3.
Yeah.
1. There we go. 27.
Wait, what's mine? Do the other one.
Higher.
Damn.
31.
I'm gonna use Charm Protection and I get to hit all 3 of those guys.
With your fire shield, yep.
Yeah.
Charm
do I roll
protection does
for
what though?
I just gain a +2 bonus, but I get +5 temporary hit points.
Okay, so just subtract 5 from this damage.
Alright. Actually, I think I get 6 temporary hit points.
Alright, subtract 6 from this damage. Oh, there's a 9. Oh shit. 22 damage. So 16 damage.
How much was it originally?
22.
Alright. Oh shit, I only lose 4 damage, so it's 18. Do I roll just 2d8s for all of them, or each time?
For all of them.
That's a 10.
10 damage.
Yeah.
Alright,
So
so
does that go all around?
Yep. So you see them all kind of ignite, and they're just like looking all haggard as fuck and bloody as hell.
They're not dead yet?
No.
Damn!
And you see Jiraiya like look over her shoulder and she's like, oh my god! And then you just see like these dudes like just run up to her and just and then she just go she kind of keels over again. And they're like now what are you doing? Note that you have 3 guys adjacent to you as well.
And what?
Around.
How big of a square is this?
So you're here in the middle, it's like one right here, and one right here.
What about those 3 surrounding her?
And then there's the 5 surrounding her.
She didn't get a little blast off?
She was distracted by you getting slashed.
God damn.
So there's 5 guys just stabbing her on the ground right now.
Pretty much.
And also,
Fucked up.
you need to do whatever the murderous twin does this round as well.
Alright. Did
The kopru gets up.
it move?
No, it just got up and well, can it attack the murderous twin?
No.
Well, it's marked though, so it attacks Tristram.
Alright, then I make
-2 though because it's marked.
I think...
It makes an attack, I'm sure. Oh,
I don't know if it's an immediate interrupt though. Immediate reaction.
Yeah.
Is that just a reaction to yours? Does it interrupt it though?
Yes. Well, it hits Tristram and you react to it.
Alright, so...
So you see just this tentacle go across Tristram's face.
That's a 28 versus will.
A 28 versus will? Alright, that is.
Yeah, it's immobilized.
Yep.
The
Which it
target
already
is dazed until the end of its next turn.
Okay. And how much damage does it take?
Takes 11 damage.
Okay.
And then... I think it'll end.
What the hell?
I think it disappears since
Oh, it vanishes?
it only does it once per round. It says until the end of my next turn,
Okay.
but it's still dazed.
What the hell is that?
Where'd you get that from?
Bike Expo. That stem's insane.
The mutant? JT? I think it's Gabriel's or something?
Ew.
It's Gabriel?
No, man.
What the hell?
Even his gloves?
Yeah.
Why is it fucking white as hell, man?
Hell yeah, dude.
Those are some bull horns right there. Why do they look like shit?
Because of how we used it.
Is
We paid $15
Huh?
together.
Yeah.
5 for the bars, 10 for the stem.
Sweet.
Showed up.
Man.
Damn, we don't really have much to work with here, huh?
Well, we're still doing roleplay. We're still doing like the whole battle is now roleplay. It's working out pretty well. Shit's going bang. Right now I'm getting fucking crazy battle.
Hell yeah.
What's going on here?
I'm throwing my dice again too.
So, I mean, that thing can only do one attack per
Yep.
time, so I guess it should just disappear now.
Yeah, after we fucking struck them
Yeah,
again.
it's dazed. Oh. Should I cure
For
one?
me.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Do you have yeah, that. That's the like slow time, enhanced time. Well, that's good, because we can't smoke it here.
Okay, well, that's good. Then.
We just took like a few resin hits.
Yeah, we took a lot of resin because like shit, we didn't get a bit of dome.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, they were pretty
It
good.
was good for me.
Good for
Not
me,
for
too.
us daily users.
I like resin hits, too.
Alright,
I
that
do.
always-
And they pull it, you know.
So now,
It's
at this point, you just got like attacked, like spears just like slashed, you know.
Well, wait, Jiraiya's just got knocked down, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean she's confirmed?
She is
not.
prone.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah. And you
Okay.
have 3 guys adjacent to you,
nice.
5 guys are adjacent to her.
Let's see, what does this thing do? This
And then-
thing is a...
Help him.
Now it's Tristram and the kopru are alone and
I
out
couldn't go
of
over one,
range.
two, I got my card
okay.
broken.
So Tristram didn't capitalize when it was knocked prone?
Well, he did get attacked. He's like, oh!
We pretty much biked from one session to the other.
He's kind of just duking it out with the kopru at this point.
Well, can I use a daily right now?
You can.
Would a burst 2 hit all these
Generally,
guys?
all we do.
Yeah.
Burst you from you?
Yeah.
Yes, it
Let's do a
would.
bike
Sick. I'm gonna do
All 8
at the cow
Fire
house.
Scythe.
fire side.
Yeah.
That's not in sack?
Alright, that's it against.
Reflex.
Okay.
Cow pallet?
How much of them in sack?
It was Andrew Taylor had Andrew
Oh yeah.
Taylor
You see Andrew Taylor
trick
there?
competition we did actually soon.
Yeah.
What?
Chopped it up with it, yeah.
Chopped it up with him?
from high school.
He's like thinking he would
I
say,
use
too.
Zach, sees him kind of often now.
That's 20 versus reflex.
Damn.
Uh,
Nah. He was kind of a dick
32.
though.
Yep.
31.
Yep.
Natural 20 for years!
That's
my 20. My 20 against Ralgar.
24 versus 24 versus reflex.
It's nice.
And yeah, it's the green one.
Man, I saw this bike today.
And that's 29.
It blew my mind.
Alright, so 1 misses. And then the other 3?
Miss is half damage.
Oh,
What kind
shit.
of
Okay,
way?
well, depending on the damage, we'll see
What
what
are you doing
happens.
with that?
You want single speed and brakeless. But the thing is, check
Toaster
it out.
bake?
Huh?
Toaster bake?
Alright, so no,
Hello.
pretty much it's
What's
like
in there? What's in there?
You see, I got you one head tube. It's pretty much 2 body.
Yeah.
Another head tube and another fork. So it has 2 pivots, and so you like ride sideways as you're pedaling, and like like your bike swivels like everywhere.
I think I've seen that thing.
I can't.
Wait, why
it's
would you
hard to
ride
describe.
that? This is fucking insane. You're just like,
Something like that.
It's called like the swivel bike.
I don't know. It was this company that makes custom frames that was there, and they was kind of riding around on it. It was
Yeah.
Destroy, I think was the name of the company.
to dance
Well,
while
I
I'm
think
biking.
Brooks made one of those. It had like two, almost like a bike, and then they had a head tube, and then like a little tiny frame, and then the fork with the head tube in it, so it could like move around like this.
That's
Kinda
too
like-
insane. That's too insane for me to comprehend.
What?
Pretty much.
So I missed one,
Yes.
half damage, and then I'm gonna roll the. Actually, I'll roll 2 6s afterwards. 3d8s. Nice.
Wait a minute. Did you roll for the other 3 guys?
Huh?
The other
Well,
3
it's your
guys? You
fault
hit
that I'm
the
fighting
5,
15 guys.
or you attacked the 5, right?
Huh?
There's 8 guys.
I'm only taking 4
Yeah, I didn't hit
There's
those
the
guys
5
yet.
hitting her
And I'm
and then the
slaughtering
3
them.
hitting you.
There you go.
1,
Fine.
2, 3.
I heard see someone crash on a little electric scooter today.
Damn, this thing bounces for days.
Hell yeah.
I thought it was like, I heard it underneath
It was
my
a 20
chair.
too.
Oh.
No, just
Ooh, Cruise Jeff. I think I missed 2, because that's 17 versus reflex. 20, 24,
Yep.
and then 28, or 27.
Okay, so you missed 1.
2, right? Since that first 5 I rolled, I missed 1.
Oh yeah, well 2 total
The green.
of the...
They take half damage.
Alright, let's see the damage here. It's substantial enough to stop them from the spear onslaught.
3d8s.
Woo!
That's 12, 19, plus 7, so 26.
Alright, so the other
13
ones
for the
take
other
13.
ones.
Alright,
And
so
then I
you
roll
managed...
2d6 for...
Alright, well he's dead.
Alright.
So, I mean you could roll it if you want.
Overkill.
That down.
But-
I can't let this thing go.
But
Pretty much.
the other 2 who you
I'm
missed,
You
who
guys
took
not
half
drinking or
damage,
something?
have
Huh?
been destroyed as
You guys
well.
not drinking
They're killed
or something?
too?
So you kind of
I
just...
didn't.
Oh, I just
They
summoned
drank
a
all that shit.
gigantic fire
I
sound.
don't know if we're done in like an hour.
And this is like works through like all the dudes around you
Yeah,
guys.
it's like, it's almost like a lightsaber. It's like,
Right. All me and Wyatt have been doing.
burns
it.
through
Well, Wyatt
flesh. You
thinks
can
I
just
did. He had
hear
some Wyatt spirits.
flesh
But that was
boiling
just
and
Dragon Ball.
the smell of
a
it.
sizzle.
Yeah, it's like a barbecue right now.
What had for breakfast? I
Just
had a
cut
Bloody
everything in
Mary
half.
for breakfast this morning.
And you
I'm sure there was
managed
some
to
guys
slice
ducking
it.
down without their
Just got that.
Admir made it.
sideways
A lot
head.
of vodka.
I've been so sick.
And you managed to slice through all
Crazy
8 of those
ass
guys.
Dude, me and him have been hamming
Hell
before.
yeah.
Like before I even we classified as
And then
hamming.
you
I
see
remember hamming with that guy.
2 other savages from your
ham. He's
troop
ham.
emerge from the darkness.
He's the
Like,
embodiment of
hella
the
bloody
Full
like
party
Bosnian.
Bosnian.
Go.
party Bosnian. I am
And
the
then
party
the third
Bosnian.
one as well fended off the 5 that he was fighting.
Nice.
And then,
Beast, I'm
and
gonna
then the 3 of you
that guy.
guys,
I'll bring that guy with me.
Jiraiya
Sleep.
and you,
Where'd you sleep though?
basically see Tristram.
one?
He's got like a
You know?
dagger in like
Devon sleep.
the side of this cobra, and he's like raising his shorts and about to slash.
That was the other thing I was
him.
thinking of. Was like,
And then he kind of just like has its tentacle like on his hand.
Like, I'm
like,
not getting on the floor.
Give a quick ray of frost on that guy.
At this point, meanwhile,
Nolan wasn't
in
home,
the
so...
town of
Oh, he wasn't.
Petals,
Who's out money?
May's after Ralgar.
Oh. I'm last.
Yeah, but it's gonna go. So Ralgar, you just
Crazy.
killed like 2
Hell
of those
yeah.
dudes, and there's still the 5 that are attacking you.
Yee.
Hey, I don't remember that guy's
Didn't I
name.
kill 3?
All right,
Survive the 5.
his name is Kino.
Kino.
Did I kill
Hell
3 of
yeah.
them? Oh no, I didn't. I wounded the other one.
Yeah, you wounded the other.
Keanu.
Keanu.
I'm gonna call him Keanu.
Reeves.
The one.
Keanu Reeves, the one.
Alright, well I'm gonna cleave. What? There's like barely any in there.
Oh.
You can have some though.
So,
Just crown.
Ah.
me and Devin got Zach and his Bosnian roommate to start doing the...
The what roommate?
He has a roommate that's...
Oh,
from
Bosnian?
Yeah.
Nice.
Admir, he's sick.
Got
He's
him in on
fucking
that?
crazy, dude. I guess like...
Cleave.
He
Please.
like woke up. That's when he's like, oh, I need a Bloody Mary. I was like, oh shit. Pour me one too, man.
24.
Versus
AC.
AC
And
hits.
That's funny.
So
That
the
was
first
this
one
one.
takes, and the second guy takes 5-ish, I think.
10 and 5. 10 and 6.
10 and 6.
Oh yeah.
No, 10 and 5 now.
10 and 5, alright. You see them both. Well, the first one that you hit appears bloody after like that slash. And his buddy kind of just like deflects the hit, but he still looks like he took damage from it. And then they're like, "Hey, you at the door!" And they kind of like look over, see like this carnage going on, and like 2 of their men have just been dispatched. 3 of their men have just been dispatched. They're like, "Oh shit!" And you see them like picking up their weapons and like start running over towards you.
It's hella sick.
And then the one that you bloodied, you see him like, and then you see like this fucking dagger like just dive into his chest.
Into who?
Into his chest.
From who?
It just came.
Oh, it comes out of nowhere.
And then you see like in the distance, fucking little
Like
Jimmy.
he was smashing the hills with it, and like he was just hopping up and down everything.
And he just kind of dips away after throwing you. At this point, what do you do?
Can I cleave again?
You can.
I want to keep cleaving my way through the
Who's the
crowd.
initial one that you're gonna hit?
I'm gonna hit the one. Is that the
damage?
bloody one that got hit?
The one that got the dagger is dead.
Is that
AKA the
that
one that
fresh
you
one?
bloodied.
Oh, that's what I was saying. So it doesn't really matter to me. They're
Well,
all.
there's the one that you hit with the 5.
How many of those are left?
Well, there's one who got hit by the 5, and then there's him and 2 others.
Of the charred ones?
Huh? Yeah, the singed ones, yeah.
So I'm gonna hit the one with the 5 then, and then I'll
That's funny though.
one of the other ones.
Okay.
He's from Bosnia?
29.
I was just mad up with us to go to the
Damage.
He's like hopping on hella crazy.
10 plus 5.
Alright, so the other one takes... So one takes 10, one takes 5?
Yep.
We can hop
So it's another one like
Yep.
that.
I did exactly the same thing pretty much.
Oh, you see that one getting plenty, and then one kind of just...
doing like
Smashing with you guys too.
And then at
Yeah.
this point, the
Doing
other
wheelies for
ones
days,
at the
too.
door, the other... Let's see, how many charged you?
You said 7. You said 7 to 7.
Okay, so the other
Is that
8
X-Wing
essentially have like arrived at this point. They're like,
Well, I thought it was 7 of them and 7 of the other guys. Oh, you said 16. That's right.
It's kinda like
You
a
said
whatever,
after that.
it's
It was 16. You said.
oh, so then it's 9 of them at this point.
Because
You
there's one
killed
left.
you fought you're fighting the 7,
Yeah.
and then and there's 3 of them now because you killed 4. Well, you killed 3 and little Jimmy
I
killed.
think
4.
9 is right.
Yeah, so then the other 9 have just arrived.
Well, no, I have 1 and then plus 8, and that would make 9.
So you see like just like a plethora of spears and like axes just coming at your direction.
Come at me, bro.
Here you go. This is gonna be a fat attack if it hits.
Yeah, but for like
Voices AC.
Voices.
Most of the
I rolled it too.
Yes, deflected. Ah.
So this all these weapons come at you just
I'm bobbing and weaving. Off the
you see
shield.
your shield just get splintered, but you just like deflect like 8 attacks. Right?
Come at me, bro.
At this point, you're basically surrounded now by like 13 guys.
Can I
or
Dragon's Breath
something.
again, or no? Because
There's
it's not
some like
Nope,
counting.
it's the same encounter.
Okay.
$80. I saw some guys with like a whole case of them, and they're all just random colors. Like,
If
all
I
the
tied up
pieces,
iron,
it's
can I
like
kind of
anything
like
you
get
think
out
is
of this
supposed to be
encirclement
around,
and like
it's
can I use the
cool.
I
gate as
will
like a back?
say, essentially you
Some guy
could.
that we're with,
Okay,
I
so-
think you fighters bash
I know
shield
you probably could try and hide
and
it.
push them far enough, you could kind of like dip through the crowd and
And kind of use the
Like the board
gate
case
as like a
stuff,
backing to
it's
kind
all
of
over
like make it so there's not as many of them that I have to worry behind me, you know?
well, you're not at the gate at this point.
No,
But
I'm
if you
not.
shield
It's not a lot of
through, you
it, but
could
see it, like,
potentially
when you
run
guy that has, like, a bunch of
to the gate.
I don't know if that's gonna help me much though.
I saw some of those.
I'm gonna keep cleaving.
STI levers.
You're just gonna cleave
I'm gonna
instead.
keep cleaving through the crowd.
Okay.
Do it.
Oh wait, no. 20.
Some strata caves for like
23?
$5. It's like
23
it's a unique
hits.
strata, like,
Yeah.
This is like one of my buffed ones,
yeah,
plus
like,
15.
it's $10.
That's gonna be 12 damage, the other one takes 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So that one that you just hit, you just see like your axe like just cave into his like fucking torso, and he's just like
Let me know when 2 are left.
he
No,
just dies.
let me know when 2 are left.
Okay, well, there's about 12 left.
Wait, what?
Well, the 9 just
I
joined.
thought it was 8 for that. It was 8.5 and a half, I thought.
No, well, it was 9 and 7.
Oh.
Dragon's Head Dragonborn
Gotcha.
better come up on this.
Roll a perception check at this point.
Me?
Yes.
He said we're in San Francisco, now it's in the cycle.
Yeah.
These days.
Well, because they had the cyclocross world champs there.
Yeah.
11.
Alright, you start to hear what sounds like boards like being unnailed.
Like unhammered and stuff?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna keep cleaving.
It's not your turn at this point.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
It's another barrage of attacks.
Alright.
Come on, baby.
I remember he said.
Cyclopses are dope, dude.
27.
Parts on it are like
Alright.
Another old tiger.
Oh, fuck. 19 damage.
Alright.
So like you just feel like a
It's
bunch
like
of like
a
weapons
two-guy.
just embed into your like armor, and you're just like, ah.
Oh, it's called Barn.
And then you hear, for the Town of Petals! And then like over this crowd of like, you know, goons that you're fighting, you just see like a bunch of lizard men and shit just start pouring out of town hall. And they kind of just like team up with you and just engage these dudes.
Alright.
So you see like, you know, these guys just getting attacked, and they're still like around you though.
Well, they're getting attacked from the rear now?
Yes.
Alright. How many, like, how many opportunities am I gonna have before these guys get slaughtered, do you think, Erwin? If you had to give me, like, a little bit of a guess here.
Well, how about you just take your turn right now and figure it out?
I want to pick up 2 of these guys, though. Alright, I'm gonna use, can I use Cleave to, like, knock out 2 guys? Like, can I, like, just hit them both with my shield instead? Just kind of like, kuh.
If you kill them,
If I kill them?
yes.
Isn't there some guys
Because
that are
then
still bloody?
you can decide which one is a killing blow kind of thing.
Alright, is
Or
there
if
some...
it's not, it's like going to be non-lethal damage.
Alright,
kind of thing.
is there still some that are bloodied?
There aren't any that are bloodied at this point.
Oh, I've killed them all?
No.
No.
You've killed the bloodied ones.
Oh,
the
but
ones
I've
who are
done
still
some
kind
damage to some of them, right?
Well, the 9 fresh ones are still fighting.
And then wasn't there a couple left that were from the earlier fighting, though?
They're dead.
Oh, they are dead. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Okay. Alright, well then, I'm going to go ahead and then use Reckless Strike on one of them to make sure he's dead, if I hit him at least.
Okay.
Alright?
Why? He's already dead.
No, I'm trying to knock one of them out. Oh yeah, 28
Yep.
versus AC.
Roll the damage. Let's see.
3 D10s.
Roll 3 ones. Fail.
Wait,
Fail.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I have 2 of them too, but I was trying to find out where my other one went. I don't see it there. Ah, there we go. I see it now. So, 19 plus 7.
So 26. All right. What do you do now?
I knock him out.
All right. So you knock them out. And then this group, like basically this mob, essentially overpowers these Rhonertian goons, and you have the one that's knocked out. And you basically defeated like these, you know, the attackers.
Is any other survivors?
No,
Okay.
What is that? It says
it's basically just killed everybody. But
crazy
that
bag. I guess the new like mass manufacturer, mass
And then can I head into the city hall for the rest of the people?
Well, they're all kind of outside with torches and like
2 American
spears.
flags and a guy
Walk
with
on!
huge
Rally the
backpack
crowd.
using 2 American flags.
All right. So
But it's all
at this point,
lining
like,
up that thick
what are you
rubber.
doing?
Alright, well I wanted that guy for a reason. Is there any leadership of any sign so far? Can I make an epic speech, I guess, after this?
The bag itself is sick. I don't like
Well, like the
flag.
mayor's there. You
Looks
see like
good.
other members of
The
the
American
council
flag,
as
but I
well as
feel
just
like-
villagers,
I would not do it.
Is it a messenger bag?
like kind of bloodied and just
Well,
like
no, it's like one
you
of
know,
those-
just out of combat.
Anybody injured?
You see
Anybody
like those
hurt?
large
They're kind of hurt, but they're being tended to. at
Alright,
this
cool.
point.
I'll be like, well,
Like the roll top
like,
type deals.
what can you tell me
Like
about
a-
this? They
like
said
a
that they've
veneer,
never,
like, yeah,
like,
roll
they
the
seem
top down.
almost
Like,
surprised
like,
at the
you-
fact that I
it's-
was willing to defend myself against them.
Oh,
It's like a
cross
backpack.
or something?
It's
No,
like,
it's
well,
normal
you
backpack.
do know that they've never
But the
fought
whole
back,
top,
Yeah, I've seen the roll
so
top
it
one.
seems
I
odd
thought you meant it was
that
like a
you know
one.
They would do now.
that somebody
I've seen
of
those.
their race is fighting back at
Yeah.
this point.
huge.
So I noticed that, but I'm talking to the town hall people now, right?
Yeah,
so I'm like,
that's what they're saying.
oh, that's kind of what they're saying?
They kind of just like were inspired that you had started fighting them off, and they kind of just felt the need at this point to join you in
Alright.
fighting them off.
Join me.
well, I'm gonna thank them first for joining me because that was greatly appreciated. I could have handled it. I had it on lock, but it saved us a lot of time and effort. I deflected a lot. I only took a total of like 23 damage out of all
Taking
that.
hella damage. I'm close to dead.
What are you fighting?
And
Griffin?
I'm gonna rally them to say that we
Big
don't
ass
have to
Griffin.
bow down to them. Like we can fight against them. We can rise up.
Everybody
and
that
defend
joined me
ourselves.
has
We can't just
died.
board ourselves
So-
inside and cower
Or run away.
like nothing. They would have stormed the side of the
think they
sun
all
and you
died.
like
I think
dogs.
they're all dead. Yeah.
And I'm gonna take that
Where's
one though,
Hostess?
and I'm gonna ask if I can have like
Hostess.
a room in the office to have a conversation with them for a minute.
And they're like, no,
Why not?
No.
like not in the city hall.
Alright, where's someplace I could take this guy for a couple minutes and have a conversation with him?
Go to the Chrome Petal.
I'm going to go to the
AKA
Chrome
the
Pedal.
tavern.
All right. Can I tell him we're gonna have we need to have a town meeting tomorrow, and we all should gather.
And they're
The
like,
whole
we'll
town.
consider it.
We'll consider it. I just came. Blood runs on the streets tonight. I've taken prisoners and shut down the attack. Like, what do you mean we'll consider it?
People have jobs.
People don't have to worry about jobs in one day. They're gonna work out having their life here.
I gave you a new job.
I gave you a warrior's job. We'll find a way to pay him. Look at the budget.
This will be a diplomacy check and trying to rally these troops is like morale.
All right.
Even though they're not really troops, they're just dudes.
He hasn't even had the town meeting yet. He's already
Yeah, he's all trying
diplomatizing.
I'm diplomatizing. 17.
17. And so they're like, yeah, maybe. I mean, you know, I didn't have lunch plans tomorrow, but, you know.
Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to take that guy to the Chrome Pedal.
Alright, so you go to the Chrome Pedal and you see like the bartender's like fucking wriggling his hands and he's like, yeah. He's like, and he pulls out his butcher's cleaver. He's like, what up?
What up, guy? What's your name?
And he's like, my name's Willie.
Willie, we're going to take care of this motherfucker. Willie, you down?
He's like, yeah, I got this back room all
Let's lock this guy up in the back room.
Alright, so you take like that, the
torture fest begins.
the Park of Rhonertia, like goon, and he's like back there, and he's like, he's still unconscious.
Yeah, we gotta give him time to recover.
some salts, some waking salts.
Snip these
Healing,
man,
healing surge.
right?
Smell.
Back to life.
Alright, so he kind of like comes to, and he's like,
Smell.
Can I be in the room alone with him when he wakes up? Just
Now the
me.
butcher
it's
wants
you
to
and
be
Willie.
Oh yeah, and Willie's holding the cleaver though.
And then Willie's
I'm Willie.
Willie like kind of has his hand on him, he's holding a cleaver, like kind of just trying to scare him, and then you just see him just like, get your filthy claws off me, you damn dirty lizard.
Can I reach past him and just give him a backslap hand? Just
Over with
yeah,
himself,
like
and just,
get out of the way, Willie.
this claw just comes up, and the guy's like, oh. It's like, oh. He spits like blood out. It's like, what do you want with me?
Tell me what you know. I want the answers I seek.
Like,
Don't worry about the questions. I'll be asking
about
them.
what?
What are you doing here? Why are you attacking these people?
Round 2.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you guys
Round 2. I was like, what are you doing here? Why are you attacking these people?
He's like, what people?
I'm gonna cut his hand off right there.
Just cut his hand off.
Yep.
He's like,
I seek the answers to the questions I'm asking.
and then you see just like this huge like glob of blood and spit just right on your lips, and he's like, fuck you.
All right, I'm gonna use my.
As he's holding his like stub of an arm up,
I'm gonna dragon's
like
breath
as if
with
he's giving you the middle finger, but it's
Dragon's
just,
breath is balls.
Right.
It's some-
Well, hold on. I'm
Some
getting there.
sausages.
I'm gonna dragon breath the stump of his hand to keep him from bleeding out. So I'm just gonna be like, whoosh, so they grab his arm and kind of burn it, so cauterize the wound.
okay.
So he's just kind of like, ah.
Yep.
And then just in case, I'm gonna cut his Achilles tendons so he can't go
What was that
anywhere.
one
Just like,
night?
and then he's gonna be on the ground, just like, okay.
Well, he's already kind of on the ground.
All right, just in case though, I'm gonna come up and just be like, come here, feet.
He's like, he kind of just falls unconscious yet again.
All right, we'll wait for him to wake up.
And then
That
you
was
see Willie
fucking
just like,
crazy. I don't know
Yeah,
what's
right?
going on through my head when I
I want some of this action.
All right, I'm gonna, because can he wake up for a
Dead
second?
damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm
And
gonna
as
step out
he
of the
wakes
room.
up, meanwhile,
Yeah.
Damn it. I was gonna tell Willie to take some time with him alone.
Riflesight rock.
Me.
The stone that had just been pushed aside. You remember your adventure,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it revealed like this tunnel that led into Riflesight rock. You,
Fraggle Rock.
Rangerman. You, Rangerman.
Or 1040.
Yeah, you guys like begin to descend. What's the marching order at this point?
Me, Rangrim.
Daniel
Empire
San and
begins.
Julie San.
The Empire begins.
I guess.
Build on the bodies of fallen man.
Well, we have to do
I'll
something before.
Take the front.
Tell your minions to build up their strength.
And
Right?
first, because we have to go to LA.
Julie's son and Jerry's
We
son.
get our armor. You have to get
Alright,
your
Ranger's
armor.
like, Julie's son should be at the
Hey,
back
what-
with me.
Let's do it.
And then Dance was like,
I
okay.
got bored.
Fair enough.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna draw whole like intricate designs, and I did. I was like, nah.
So Daniel's
that
son's
crazy.
behind you.
I mean,
and
okay,
Julie's
these
son and then Ring
crazy.
too.
Yeah, I went
Alright.
ham on that.
Dude, that shit's
It's like,
I was on like
it's
every
pretty
angle on
dark
that
at this
table,
point. It's like
man.
pitch black.
Yeah.
Laying on it, sitting on top of it, like had it laying, sitting up like
So what do you
standing,
do?
like drawing.
I'll crack a sunrod
Okay.
and
It's all just
continue
pen too.
forward.
Alright,
Sure.
as
Is
you
that
crack the
just
sun, you
marker or
see
something?
like, it looks basically like a
Look at it. you can
really
see all the,
man-made
like,
stone, like
circular
as if they
marks.
just kind of dug through like this earth.
true. How do you do
Yeah.
it? Did you do
And
lines
it
or did you
seems to
go
just
like
like
circles?
Just,
continue
like,
on
drew out the whole
for
thing first and then
what appears to be
Outline
like
and interior.
about
Did you do it for all of
20
them
feet,
before you
like
did them? Or
within
did you
seeing
do this
distance.
like?
Huh?
Did you do
no.
one at a time?
One at a
or,
time.
uh,
Actually, no, I
Continue
did
on?
actually do
Yeah.
like
Alright,
some
as
of
you
them.
continue on the
little groups?
Outline,
like,
yeah.
Little groups.
the
Some of them I just went ahead and
excavating,
did, like,
I
once had a
guess,
pretty big
of
group
this
going.
tone like seems to open up into a
Remember
broader
one of them or
cavern
something?
within like the peak,
Eee, right in the
and it
third
looks
eye.
to be like an old
Yeah, that was intentional.
Yeah.
like you see like roll perception check
I bet.
actually.
Okay.
That's how I saw it.
It's actually missing 2 of these because it's only got
Yeah.
23.
5.
23. Okay, it looks to
It's
be like
PG rated.
old
Yeah, it's PG.
architecture within the mountain range.
I
Like
didn't
it
notice
looks like
this till
it's almost
today.
like
There's
a
actually
circle
yeah,
almost.
newspaper.
Like you see
Like,
pillars
Yeah.
like carved out of
I'd be
the
insane if
stone
like
of
every
the,
one of them was like a
you
murder.
see like a lot of earth along the top,
Actually, I think
Okay.
they're
and it's just,
the
yeah.
old polling ones.
And you're like
Propositions.
holy
Oh, no way.
shit. He's behind you. He's like,
Like, look at that one.
It's kind of coming
Like,
off.
right there.
That one?
We
Yeah,
are looking for a
I
stone
think
of
that's
some
what it
sort.
says right there.
2 stones.
You want to get on the bottom? It's upside down.
Rosetta stone.
You need to learn some English.
Or it might have
From
just
what I
been
can
from a
see, is there any
newspaper.
like distinct path or anything
Actually, you know what? I think it was just from a newspaper.
out of the ordinary other
It's
than
like a
the
straight
pillars?
Spanish
Well,
newspaper.
amongst it, the pillars
Yeah,
kind of
it's
like,
like
some kind of
it almost
shit.
looks like this. Like, say you come out of this tunnel,
I'm gonna outline
and this
that.
cavern opens, right? It's like a temple is built like walls to your left, and then a wall in front of
That'd be
you.
insane.
And then
It's
just
like every one
pillars
of
kind
them
of
is
lining
like,
it up,
it's
Okay.
like
and then you see
charity,
a doorway
murder,
in front of you,
charity,
and 2
murder.
doorways to your left and right.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
It's like one in the middle and one on each side.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. It's like, what's
Like
going
it's
on with this
got a
guy's
monastery.
head, man?
Well, I do like mixed media.
Color
Gotta
monastery.
see that
You
again.
mean the Rosetta Monastery? Shut
Let me
up.
see like, down
I'm
on
gonna
like
go to the
that
right.
painting like
The
this
Rose
with somebody.
Lit
No, always go to the
Get
right.
down
Alright,
like
so you
that
go
painting
to-
with somebody, like something
No,
like
just
two people doing their own like crazy.
Or I don't
That's what I
remember
wanted
the
to happen.
3
It was like
sections.
how people to help me with.
I was
a
like that
library.
one like
A
cathedral
library.
part where you're like,
So it's on
The
me.
Citadel.
yeah.
Actually, one person did help me
Because you head to the
with
left.
those
Yeah,
blue
no, the right.
little
Or the
swirls.
right.
This?
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
I would have.
Okay. Head to the right.
It does kind of look
Megan-
like a different style.
Yeah,
And then you're kind
that
of,
was
you still have your
Megan
sonar
McFly.
out. Roll another perception check. Like, oh, well, you get to like the doorway. Like you kind of go through like the hallway-ish
Get down and do something like that.
behind the pillars, and you kind of get to that doorway. And it just,
What's in the
what'd you roll?
Oh, 17.
Oh, 17? Okay, you see like what looks to be like the monastery infrastructure continues, like through this doorway. It's like another open area, and you see kind of like this courtyard, but there's no grass. It's just like dirt and shit, and like broken like structures. Like what looks to be like a central gazebo, just kind of like all fucked up and dilapidated.
Small little place though, yeah.
Yeah. But it does continue on. But with a 17, you can't tell what's like, you know, down the side hallways or down like the other end.
Let's see what that was.
What? It's another big room?
The
Yes.
recording? Okay.
Go
It's all
back
red. I
out
didn't know what it
and-
meant, though.
I'll go
So I
to the
thought you
door on
were
the left hand
checking for
side.
it.
Alright, so as you turn around, you see like Danielson's like right on your back. He's like,
Oh.
and he's like, where are you going?
Scoping it out.
And he's like, oh, okay. And he kind of like gets out of your way. Hey.
Alright,
And
let's
then you
go.
see Rangham's like, what's going on over there? He's like about like 15 feet away from you.
Check both.
What's going on over there?
You gotta see what's... Man, had a long day.
Is that what Muzgash says?
Pretty much.
It's like, whatever. Yeah, like fucking night dog. Shut the fuck up. Let me just go out there.
We should check these other doors before going through this one. See what else
Are
there
you
is.
saying we should split up? And he looks over at Julie's son. Like with his shoulder up a little bit. Lips all puckered. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
He's like, oh, alright.
No.
Oh.
Alright.
Lights a stoke. No. Damn it.
Alright.
How'd you do this?
Left door.
Alright, so you guys like cross the courtyard to the other side essentially.
Yes!
Another
So
touch check.
dope.
With like a tiny ass pen.
It's like maids or something.
That was interference.
Interference.
22.
22.
Yeah.
Alright, it appears to be the same as the one that you had just looked at. Like,
same
you know,
thing.
you do
I have
see
like a-
doorways.
Like
It's
a-
like almost
a
identical
calligraphy
to
pen
the
with
one you
how
just
ink
came
on
from,
it.
where
Actually,
there are
there's like a
doorways on the
tip
side and then a
with,
doorway straight
actually the tip
across.
of the ink dipper.
Wait, so the first
can
room is
pour
like
ink
that and
into
both
it.
the side rooms are the same too?
And then I
Yes.
just like use that as my
Well,
pen.
the,
Just like one
the,
like this,
the
just,
one
like,
on the right, you didn't see any
random
doors,
hand
but that's because
strokes.
of the low check.
I'd
But
imagine that hang this
the one
up
on the
there.
left, you for
Huh?
sure
I'd
know that there are
imagine I'd hang
doors.
this shit up. That'd be
Oh.
dope.
Maybe I'll make a new one.
I'm seeing this door in the middle. Isn't it? That was the first room.
Alright, so you guys go
That's my
back to the
kinda
middle.
drawings.
Okay.
Handage.
When you get to the middle, you
Hamage, but like,
don't need a perception at this point. But at the
psychedelic.
middle is what looks to be like a round central
Chaos.
room almost. And there are lit torches within it. And from the center, like there are stairs along the side walls. And they kind of go up and then meet. And then like kind of go back around kind of deal. But they still continue upwards.
We'll go that way.
So you guys gonna go up the stairs?
Mhm.
Essentially? Okay. Are you just gonna like march through it or what?
It's just like a staircase though, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, I guess I'll... Can I see anything from where I'm at? Fuck it. I see nothing.
So you see like these are stairs.
So is it like a pit in the middle, or is it just...
It's just like an even floor, like with like, you know, some shit on the wall, like little artwork maybe, or like indented statues within the wall. But then the stairways from the side, from like your left and right, they kind of go up, right? They go up and then meet at the center, and then they kind of cross, but then continue up, like back around.
Is it like a huge staircase, or just...
Yes.
So like how far are we
Like
talking?
I'll say maybe,
Like how high up is it?
like it goes about like 15 feet within the site.
Okay, well yeah, I guess I'll just kind of creep upwards.
Okay. So you're just like kind of slowly stepping up the staircase kind of deal.
Pretty much, yeah. Just kind of looking up. Looking along the staircase and to see.
Alright, roll a perception check.
Wait a second.
That's like zoom in. It's a little bit hella funny. Each one's
21.
different, dude.
Okay.
I've seen this one. I know what
You
you're
notice
laughing
about
at.
3 steps up on the stairway that you're walking on, the tiling seems to be different than all the other, you know, stairs you've been traversing.
Other...
That's ink.
Like it
Oh,
looks
okay.
to be not like
Is it red?
stable within the infrastructure itself. Like as if maybe it could be moved if stepped upon.
Red ink.
Daniel's son. Check it out.
So Danielson kind of walks up to it and he's like,
sitting on their hearts.
and he kind of, you
It's just
see him
very,
just
like,
like rest his
cells.
hand on it,
Yeah, that's how they
and all of a sudden you
control.
just hear,
Trap.
and he's like, and you just see him like embed into the wall, like as these like huge like arrows, almost like mini glaives, just kind of impale him against the wall. It's like, Julie's I always hated you.
Yeah!
Rangan like, oh shit! He's like, oh my god!
Danielson, no!
Danielson!
He's got his face in
Is this trap, like, is it gonna trigger again?
Well, the tile itself has been like almost indented down. Like almost like it appears to be have moved from like its loose position to just like a settled position. After Danielson activating, it's like.
It looks like the spot where it was and kind of like hop over.
This must have been like where it started, right?
It started with the tree.
And, you know, everything from here on out, at least appears, until the stairs meet, appears like
You see the water?
the same.
Okay. I'll go to where they meet. Is it gets lit or is it only lit from what I see?
You see the water?
It's only lit from what you see. Because once you reach like that portion, and the stairs kind of just continue on, like along the wall back, but they continue upwards some more.
Kind of coming up.
There
I was
aren't
thinking that was a
torches
tree
there
trunk
at this
for some
point.
reason, without like really paying attention to it.
But what you do see with your sun rod out
Different
is like about 15 more feet up.
Pattern.
The stairs meet again to a doorway.
I'll continue towards that doorway. We'll look for any more uneven.
Okay, perception or dungeoneering check.
It both suck, so.
pseudo mattress.
Yay!
Mattress.
18. Alright, there doesn't appear to be any more
That explains why
loose
No, this is only 5.
Where?
Engineering perception. Perception.
Oh shit.
Engineering.
Didn't you roll 13?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, 18.
Spider.
Oh, I thought you rolled.
Little shrimp or something.
So you get to the door,
Yeah.
and it appears to be like another tunnel.
So I wasn't trapped, I guess.
Nope.
What's that?
Good to know. Good to know.
Oh, a heart.
And then like you see like Julie sign kind of trailing up behind you. She's
Oh
like,
yeah, little one in there, yeah.
these steps don't appear
Yeah,
trapped.
kind of like flows in a spiral into
And you see Ranger coming up the other way, and he's like kind of slowly like going up the steps, like kind of surveying every
Inch.
stone.
I won't get harpooned in the face.
He's like,
Hold it down for like...
what's up, whatever the giants are?
symbolism.
I don't want to happen to me.
That's what this is. And
So what's down this tunnel?
Things just don't make
Like,
sense.
what do I see?
It's like all
Well,
the
like within 20 feet, you just see more tunnel.
So is it like a narrow tunnel or is it a
It is a narrow tunnel, like 5 feet wide,
Is there a proper way to hold it from?
How tall?
This one right here.
5 feet tall. So you kind of like crouching like through it, just
Alright, fine. Yeah, I'll crouch through with my sun out.
Scary, dude.
okay.
So looking at this.
So I'm assuming you just continue through it. About
No, that
another 45 feet.
chameleon's looking at.
You can't even really tell in what direction you're going. It almost feels as if you're going back down, but then you kind of like feel like you're traversing up a bit as well. Like it's almost as if it gives you like just a sense of misdirection. Like you're just kind of burrowing through like the mountainside, and then you see the tunnel like open about 15 feet away from you at this point. And with the light out, you start to see more like carved rock on the floor, as if like, you know, stone islands appear in the distance.
Okay.
Amazing start.
Go to the end of the
That's an amazing start.
Okay. At this point, you're in like this, what appears to be a long, wide hallway. Like it's maybe about 20 feet wide. At least 20 feet. That's as far as you can
What did you
see
use to cut
out.
Chuggy.
And like you see just these intricate carvings along the walls as you're walking along.
Of what?
Why?
They look to be just of like
Super,
people like in
I can't think of anything.
in these
No,
like
that'd be
different
crazy if
poses.
that's what you called it. Why? Just question
They
marks
look to be
everywhere.
familiar poses from your dojo.
I think that was
Like different
18.
like, you know, blocks or like stripes kind of thing.
Dude, that shit's dope.
Alright. Continue down this hallway.
So like all my shit
And
is
like
too.
this point
Like, I
Brandon
have a
like
couple
breaks
in
out
my
his
room
sword. He's
that are like
he's kind of
framed up on my
examining the
wall.
walls. And then you see like Julie's on just kind of like slowly following behind you. and you just continue down the hallway, and then you see at the end of the hallway it opens to like this like round
I'll have to bring
like,
my
room.
car to work someday.
And
Bring it to work
within the
someday,
room
so you
on the
see
floor, there's like what looks to be like a circle almost.
I have one
just
that's
like
just
kind of indented into the ground, and then a large circular doorway on the other side of the room.
Something's in the ground, a circular doorway?
Yes.
What's in the doorway?
Oh, hell yeah.
Just like these, it's just like
City?
circles upon circles, like almost as if it's like a gateway, but it's just all stone carving.
Like chests are hollowed and shit.
But within these circles is like this design of what looks to be like a Chinese like serpentine dragon almost.
They're gods.
Oh yeah, each one has like some guy.
I do this for like a
And
school
those
Christmas
same
day,
like
one of the classes.
depictions of the figures like
underground
continue
people stole
on
their
this
god.
central door, the
They pretty much
wall,
stole their
like
water,
central
that's
room's
their
wall,
water god.
and they kind of end at the doorway.
Who are these people representing?
The round doorway?
Are enemies of them. Yeah, like that's like a wind god and this is a fire god.
Is there anything in this room other
Yeah, and
than
then, like, this one's like a little
these two objects?
Well, besides the doorway, the art on the wall, and like the central circle on the ground, that's it. And it isn't just a circle; it's more like a. It's like a circle and then a smaller circle, so it's almost as if like it's like a loop on the ground kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about?
What happens if I stand what happens if I stand in the middle of this thing?
Alright, nothing.
Looks like Middle Eastern
And then June sunset.
What happens if I start imitating the poses?
Start imitating the poses.
Are they like repeated throughout? Is it like, or is it
They
like
mirror
everything
on each
that
side of
hand.
the wall.
but through the sequence though, is it always different?
Mine are
always through the
hand,
building?
Different.
It's different in the hallway, but then it repeats
But I guess
once you get that
everybody's
central room,
different.
and then it
Their own way,
ends again
everybody's
at the
mind.
door.
Hate shit differently.
Alright. What happens if I,
dip.
in sequence,
Where are you doing? Like where are you standing?
in the middle
I
of
have
this
one in space
Okay, when you do like the
Through a
sequence,
hand.
nothing happens.
and the fingers are all
Just in the hallway, like,
the string.
In this room?
Roll a perception check.
I think I seen that thing. Was it hanging up on the wall?
I see
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I saw that thing. I was
15.
like, that thing's
Alright, you notice that the hoop, it's like, so it's like a
Like
circle,
melting
right?
off.
pencil?
There's a
Yeah.
line right in the
Yeah.
center
It's
of
just
the
like all
room,
the fingers
kind of like
melting.
splitting it
Is
in
it, are
half.
they all different
little-
colors?
Just as if it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Like it's all kind of
Two
dark
crescent
and then there's
moons
different
almost.
colors.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I remember that one, dude.
or not crescent moons, but two half
I
moons.
don't know if I
It
knew
was
that
in
was you.
space.
So it's as if the hoop just got like cut
It
in
like
half.
melt
kind
off
of
into
deal.
globes.
From the line
just hit and the
Yeah,
fucking
and the
hand
line's in
was
the
an
center
American
of the
flag.
room.
It was just like
Heading towards the door. So like, say this is a circular room, and here's like the circular hoop.
Dude.
The line kind of just comes up to the door.
Blood and blood
and
was
it
like
cuts the hoop
it
in
had a
half, and it cuts the
geometric
room in
black
half,
hole,
essentially.
which is like this insane void in the middle.
But it's just like an indent in
expands
the
out
ground.
hella geometrically and
I don't know if I saw that one, but yeah, I remember that hand on the
How big
wall,
is this
dude.
one?
Yeah, that just goes. I remember
Let's say it's
drawing
about
it was just like, yeah.
Hell yeah, I'll have to
30
check that out again.
But it like, you know,
It's
it's
been a
like,
long
so it's,
time.
the room is 30 feet up, like
So
from
funny that I
the
remember
hallway
that
to the
too.
door.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's like, you know,
that's like
I
30
think that was when I
feet
saw it, I was like,
extending.
oh,
So
that
it
was
covers the whole
sick.
floor.
I don't think I knew it was yours though.
That was before
I thought it was like a little circle in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, no. My bad.
It was always there.
I was,
Big
I was
circle.
there. I was listening to Pink Floyd and all that shit. Hell long ago.
It was just
What
the,
if-
the blossoming
The blossoming.
Axehammeran.
Ranger's on one side, I'm on the other side.
It was meant to be.
Yeah, right?
Good at that. Rangram's still examining the things in the hallway, and Julie-san's kind of standing there just looking around in the room with you.
So they're useless, is what you're telling me.
But she's kind of looking over at you as you're examining like the floor and like looking at the art. She's like, what are you doing?
I don't know. Okay, so what's this little gateway thing?
It was like,
It just looks like a bunch of circles, like it essentially swoops along the wall, but it's like a bunch of them. But then within each hoop is like a portion of this like
it's like
carving of
the
like
hand
this,
of
what appears to be
America
this kind of a
fix it
dragon.
the world.
like a Chinese, like the long,
like spiraling.
yeah, it almost as if it's spiraling like along with the door, and then like the face of the dragon is in the center.
It's like, why are we?
I guess I should look more at these little. All right, so what are these poses or?
So these like what look to be like similar, different attacks and blocks from your dojo.
Yeah,
they're kind of just like different.
That's why I just went like this. Like just flatten it out.
Different shit like that. But right when they get to the door, where you would assume it ends, the two poses kind of go like this, and the other one goes to the door. Alright.
You remember his name?
Yeah, I met him.
Oh,
So you call out to Rangram? He doesn't hear you.
Her cousin too, or her sister, her little sister.
What's Julie son doing then?
She's kind of just standing there looking at the pictures as well, but she's in the room with you.
She got hella mad at me because I was hella like flirting with her one time we went on a field trip.
Is Julie son even a
And
monk?
she was like,
Yes, she is.
my sister.
A low-level one.
She said that?
Very
Yeah.
low
Oh,
level
wait,
monk.
Miss Reynolds?
Yeah. I was like, what? No.
Julie's son.
It's like CD poses.
fun. I'm just having
Never had it. She went to Santa Rosa, so
Michelle.
I never saw her after that.
She's like, I know what
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah.
And then I'm assuming
Yeah,
she kind of walks over to the like hallway where the hoop starts on one side of the split.
Yeah.
And she's looking at you.
It's like,
And I'm assuming you guys start imitating
Yeah,
me.
there we go. Yeah.
And then you guys meet at the other end of the hoop. Fingers, I'm assuming
Yeah,
touch.
I always would like,
And then you just
have
see
the
like
chemistry
the
with that
indents
paint
between
room.
this like central doorway just kind of light up, and they start to spin. And then you just see like the dragon's head spin, and then like whole face just lights up, and the fucking door just goes.
always used to
And
think
then
about
Rangram's
that,
like, "Hey, what's going on over there?" So it's like,
I think probably most
It's
dudes
like, "Oh, what's going on?"
What do we see in this room?
Well, in the
she's
doorway,
a cool
it's
person.
like extremely lit up. It's almost as if it's blinding, like you might have to
There's
just walk
probably
in
never
to
anybody that didn't pass their
figure
class.
out what's beyond.
Yeah.
Feeling the light?
They said the
Yes.
guys
Except for like some people that
didn't give up.
You
Yeah,
guys
didn't
set the
even
light.
at least try.
And then you see,
that's all they
meanwhile,
yeah.
Hey, wait.
at the peaks of Lake
Oh,
Tahoe,
God.
Yeah.
Axehammeran bending off this griffin that's been assaulting
Hang out.
for elegy.
Damn, it's been so long since I played. Holy shit.
You just missed an epic session for
Yeah, we were
Muzgash.
hella hanging out. Should we take a little break?
Should we take a break before you...
Like last time? Yeah, it's been like an hour since the last time he wasn't even here.
Who am I?
Last time I fucking
Why am I here?
Sorry, last time you went?
Last time I went.
He helped
yeah,
me, don't worry,
Jerry.
Well, he can tell us
It's
what
all
just
out
happened.
now.
Better now.
Me and you were
It all
They're on the tandem. Mobbing the tandem.
Fucking-
You get a
Here
5-man
comes
bike.
the claw attack.
It's like he says sometimes as a tandem.
Oh, wait.
Broken spokes in the rear. It only has one in the front. Has that one
Then I
front
have to
brake.
add damage.
Oh yeah, so 27?
They were playing bike
That
polo
knock it
there
over?
too.
No. Yeah, 27.
There were some people playing bike polo. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool to watch.
Alright, well
Does it
his
even
claw
matter?
missed you.
Oh.
A lot of people have those. So yeah,
Once.
one
He
another
finally
push
missed
button
me
over there.
once.
It kind of goes, and after you just kind of slash and it distracts the
Versus
claw attack.
the Paul.
And then it starts to like kind of fly.
A lot of people are
and
just
then
using
turn
it on
back
the-
around to attack you again.
Oh shit.
What are you gonna do?
I know Paul makes one.
Man,
Did he make a
I wanted
5-man
to-
I'm sure they
Tandem?
We should get a 5-man bike.
Damn.
I think they had one on fucking
That'd be epic.
Beer Fest.
How would we?
How much would that
Really?
cost?
How would we get that going?
A 5-mandom?
5-man bike.
Like, the parts wouldn't cost
I
very
don't
much.
want
You
no
just
to
have to
turn
pay a
with
lot
me
in
like
the frame.
You have to just be, it's like a rowboat. You have
It's
to
like
be
you have to
sequence,
take
you
up
know,
the
like rope.
whole
rope.
fucking
You could just take 5
rope
rides
lanes
and
to
let
the
them go.
like a bus.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be ridiculous? Like, I've seen them on the street. You're like,
Start-
college.
Never like
Start with a
is
60,
illegal?
start with a...
It's like go
go
halfway
like
the other
60,
lane and to go like.
58, like 56.
Size.
Yeah. Actually,
No,
yeah,
you
he'd
should
be
do
like,
like the swivel setup between each one, so everyone's like...
oh my god, that'd be
Like,
terrible,
it's like
dude.
all over the place going down here.
Like a fucking snake down the
terrible.
street. Imagine how crazy that is to see, like,
I don't
driving
know
down
how
the
you
street.
power that, though.
Driving down the
Only
street.
like 2 people power that.
Strike.
So you're gonna
Have a
continue
front
to
and
fight
back wheel.
Unless each one was like a unicycle wheel.
Or if they were like
And
more...
each one had a swivel. I don't know if that would work there.
What if they only had a
Yeah.
different turn?
Yeah.
Connected.
And, like the tires are all just like
Axehammeran is
screeching
not
and
running.
going shit. It's like
Can't
two
run,
tires.
man. I'll die. I'm going to die.
This Griffin is...
Yeah, dude.
About 4.
He's not even.
Yeah.
In a row.
He's not even bloody.
It's not even bloodied it yet, but it is a large
Yeah.
griffin.
Duel.
It takes up 2 squares. I don't
Yes,
fuck
the 2 by 2 square one.
Well,
It
Beer
is
Fest,
so
they had the 5.
Soloing it, dude. Hell yeah. That's Axehammeran.
I can't
Such
run.
a death.
I can't run.
How much health do you have?
About half.
Alright.
But I've been hit to bloody before, so I've had to use abilities to heal myself.
What's all your encounters? Dump dailies if you got them,
I
man.
have
Yes, so
Dailies and encounters?
I have been.
This is yoked Griffin, man.
Dude, they killed somebody. Already. Knocked him off the cliff.
the other one.
The other hit.
He's a robot. He's not dead. He's just fucking...
But smash.
16
Or
plus.
he
Alright.
or something.
So
Or he goes
the
down
first hit
the
is a
mountain
D10
cliff
plus
and got caught in the
7.
face by the griffin. So it's just
Yeah. That's
So,
the crit.
plus
You
two.
get
Be able to repair
17
that,
plus
you
your
roll
2
that
additional
regular.
D6s for the crit.
Out of his neck with like a sticker
So,
So a D10
My
plus-
face is gone.
No, your D10 is a
Oh
max.
yeah, okay, so 17, so
I
plus
don't
my
know who he is,
D6s.
but we'll see.
Ooh.
So
27?
27, and now your D10 for your
Guy
second
died?
hit.
Another guy died? Remember that?
Oh, yeah. What about
Maybe a 10.
Yeah.
Top
Got
2.
killed by a trap.
So 29.
Daniel.
Yeah, that's still.
No.
That's still
He
dope.
just ordered on mine too.
He got killed by a trap.
And then you see like blood just spill across like the mountainside, and then it just doesn't even attack you; it just kind of flies past you.
And then you climb to this
Did you
mountain.
use your
This
second
time,
leg?
This time it doesn't turn around and fly back towards you; it kind of just flies off.
Oh man. You bastard.
Now I know what you taste
Now I know where you're going. Just continue up the
Roll a
mountain.
perception check at this
Can you
point.
take a short rest?
Can I?
You can,
Oh, okay.
but roll a perception check though at this point.
nothing.
17?
All right, you hear.
Axehammeran!
And you see he like. He's like holding onto this vine about 10 feet down. He's like, he's not even beeping anymore. He's just screaming his lungs out.
Happy.
Callibretto. Yeah, Callibretto is hanging off like this in the cliffside onto a vine.
Jared comes up to the cliff. We'll repair you. It's just like...
So here's a hand.
I'm sorry, my friend.
You sound at the left, but then just to the face.
I go down to... I'm like, oh shit. I almost forgot. I just reach down and I grab him from... I
He's 10 feet
Oh,
down.
fuck. I do have rope.
You do have
It's on your neck.
Oh.
I'll pull you up.
It's like, I throw some rope down for him, but it just... Not all the way to him. Just to the point where he's gotta like...
Kinda reach
he's
for it.
gotta reach for it. Oh well. It's like... But he's getting close. Like,
He's
where...
As he's going through, he's like,
Lower! It's like, lower!
and you just inch it towards him.
Yeah.
It's within grasp or not within grasp.
Within grasp.
Okay, then you fucking grasp. He's like, holy shit! Holy up!
Is he holding on completely right now?
Huh?
Is he holding on completely?
How would you know?
I start pulling him.
Alright. It's gonna be a strength check.
Alright. No, that's strength.
Pulling down with him.
No, not that part.
What?
What's he gonna do after he pulls his
Put him back down.
Sparta. 20.
20? Alright. So you begin to pull him up. He's like about 5 feet away now from the ledge. He's like, ah.
Oh!
You let go of the rope? Note that this is 50 feet of rope, so he just goes... He's like... And your 50-foot hempen rope is gone, but so is Callibretto.
Another down. They're all against me to be able to. They're all trying to get to the place I'm going. So
You gonna kill him?
they're all dead.
We want to help you. Take me to the alley, you son of a bitch. That's why you're soloing a fucking griffin to kick your ass. You killed all your homies.
Well, we're all on the mission separately, so I've been just kind of.
You were brought to the same place for the
Axehammeran
mission.
starts walking up the feet with
All
trumpets
separately.
blazing.
He's like, oh, see you
It's
later.
not what I would do. It's not what I would do.
He's like, oh.
I don't have a choice.
You know how much...
It's what it's
Callibretto.
Huh?
Is that your character?
No. I don't know.
What's hella funny is he just saved me. He saved my life, and then I killed him.
He pulled you up.
He pulled me up, and then sorry. I'm gonna be a dreadnought, motherfucker.
Did you even say that to him? Did you even say anything to him?
All he said was,
Oh.
He saw my face. He saw my face. I was just like... Gave him the glare.
See you now.
so as you continue on,
I'm gonna be good now.
the like climb starts to like level out and it continues back up, except this time you don't see like more mountainside around you. You're actually just scaling
Dangles
the
the rope in
top
front of him
essentially.
too for a second.
And the steps are just like a slight incline, and they all seem to be like carved out of stone, like almost tile steps up this way.
I don't need fucking Callibretto, man. It's all about Ordodon, man. Ordodon's the shit. Ordodon's my buddy. My pal, my amigo.
Alright.
So flailing.
So
Dude.
you continue climbing them?
Yeah.
Just like walk up the steps just straight up? Or...
Just scaling. Yeah, just like...
Alright. Then you feel like this tile beneath your right foot just seemed to shift lower, like...
can I do a fucking engineering to figure out what's going on?
Sure.
You're still gonna get hit by the truck.
Oh, damn it. Ham speech?
No.
I got plus 19. I've written that in like 3 pages now.
Who does it benefit? No one.
It's intelligence. It's my under intelligence. 20?
20 for engineering, so you're like, I just set off a trap.
Can I dodge it from doing that?
No.
Aw.
You set it off before you even thought of it.
I should have tried it.
That's a
You
27.
tried it before.
It's a 27.
Alright, you still discern that you have activated a trap.
No matter what, I just realized it.
This is against your reflex.
Oh, fuck.
30.
Misses.
Are you dying?
And
I'm so tired. I'm gonna sleep like a baby. I'm excited to go lay down.
take 14 damage.
I'm so tired.
I'm searching for the my home.
It's a ham last 2 days.
and then you feel like this strange wooziness like
God.
overcome you.
The table just go down onto the floor, like unconscious, sleeping.
As if you're dazed.
You're bleeding, just like no effect.
I had something for that.
Nothing.
Oh wait, I had nothing. Nah, shoot. I had something.
Your new utility power?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Where'd you get those things?
My dad.
Oh yeah, what is that? Clear-headed?
It's probably only in combat.
I know,
You
I'm
start...
sure.
Oh yeah, it was like encounter no action.
I've seen those before.
You start your turn dazed, dominant. You make a saving throw with a +5 power bonus.
Yeah, so to clear it now, instead of needing
Yeah,
a
it's
10,
easier.
you only need a 5.
Same
that's
in a
cool.
different color.
But,
I had to wait.
yeah, because you're kind of dazed and like, you feel like these darts, like you're like pulling them out as you feel this poison.
I feel drunk.
You taking a short rest here?
Oh no, I need to take a short
Alright,
rest.
you can take it.
Alright, cool.
But like, within this haziness that you feel, you see this large, like, what appears to be like an earthworm almost, except it's massive. Like, it's like taller than you are. Just like, kind of just like sliming its way towards you.
You're making like the craziest
Do a
noises
little,
over here right now.
Fucking athletics, and I just jump out of the way or something?
You're just gonna try to dodge it? Yeah, you can do
Yeah,
that.
I gotta just try and dodge it.
Healing surge 20. Surge value.
22?
22. Okay, so you like roll out of the way, but then like as you're getting up from your tumble, you like bump into something, and you look up, and it's like this, this minotaur in front of you.
Oh shit.
And he has like these like, trinkets and shit hanging from around his neck and his waist. And he has this axe in hand and he's like, just looking at you pissed.
I like the look you give. It's the look of a warrior. What brings you here?
He says, this.
I'm like, oh shit!
Swing
Damn
his
it.
axe down on you. Note that you grant him combat advantage.
I did?
Because you're tased.
Oh. Damn.
This is against your AC. Oh.
What did Fustus?
Boostus hits you.
What?
I rolled a 19.
Oh god.
And you take
I got those fucking arrested.
9.
Just turned on you.
Oh, shit.
It's probably 'cause
Take
Fustus
25
was
damage.
the murder.
Yeah.
You take 25 damage.
Damn, 25? Holy shit.
There goes the servant.
And the reason you took that much is because as he like slashed you, you just feel like this ring of teeth almost just latch onto your back. His worm's on you.
Oh, what the fuck's that?
This hasn't... Remember who's this? His
No.
pet was a giant worm.
Who? What was?
From the trap house session.
I
You
played,
get all level
I
1.
played a Minotaur Shaman with a giant worm as a pet.
Oh
How'd you get
shit.
it? Is it a spell?
Yeah,
Well, let me
I
try
thought
and
it was-
get
I
that
just picked it to be a
fucking
worm.
daze off.
Alright, roll for
To
it.
be a worm. I just picked to be a worm.
I've rolled like 5 20s. And now, okay, he's the bandana.
No.
Oh yeah,
You
it is,
get
dude.
away.
Yeah.
You rolled a 1.
Yeah. I've rolled 2
Other things
ones,
have pets?
but like 5 20s.
Like
Yeah.
ranger stuff.
Only a
that's
couple
not
have counted, but
And at this point, like as you're trying to fucking pull this like...
that's a no action though.
Yeah, but that's like a save end. Your turn ends.
I don't know if I don't think I
But yeah, so as you're like trying to pull
Yeah,
this
I
thing
don't
off your
think I
back,
can
you just
at
see
this
like, you
point.
just hear
I
these
just
hooves
wanna
just
look
go...
at the other one.
And then you see this Minotaur like in front of you like...
Oh shit.
And he's like, Wind Fury!
Fuck. You better be still level 1. When we played him.
No.
Damn.
Against your AC.
He rocks.
Would this count as a,
It is 27.
would this count as a new encounter?
This would be
Oh,
a new
then no
encounter.
matter what, you fucking hit me.
15. Whew. And he slaps at you again. And then at the same time as
I'm about to fucking die.
At the same time as he lands that axe blow, he kind of goes like, I forgot the worm's name. Jim, get him!
The worm's name?
I don't know, but you just feel like the teeth kind of sink deeper into your back, and you start to feel like its tongue start to like bore into your armor.
Can I fucking attack it? Fucking try and... It's like, can I try to attack it and knock it off?
You can.
Alright. Fucking...
Everyone. I'm gonna turn down a little bit.
Yeah.
Sweeping blow, burst one. Try
Okay,
to
it's
fucking
gonna be
hit
against
both of
both of
those
them.
motherfuckers.
Alright, we'll go the worm, then Fustus.
That's a standard, so for my fucking minor, I wanna fucking drink a potion.
Alright.
Oh yeah, that's better. Your second win.
I already used it.
+2.
I already used it.
This is an encounter then.
Every encounter? Oh yeah, I can. It's pretty
So
good.
these are +2 to your defenses.
Yeah, that's
No, don't do that.
yeah, do that.
Or the health potion will give you an extra
27.
D8 of health.
D8.
Yeah. It's like defenses or more health.
Is it really?
Alright.
I don't think I'm gonna survive to my turn.
Your turn's up next.
You mean you're surviving real life?
Yeah.
What's the problem?
No, I'm just fucking tired from the last 2 days.
Haven?
I just need to lay down. I don't think I can be
I gotta go anyway.
Alright.
energized much longer.
Alright, mind.
Later, mate. I'm gonna use Curious Roar. It's my burst 3 for a minor first. So then...
Appreciate
Okay.
it. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Note that you didn't spend your second wind or potion.
I did.
Well, then-
Not the potion though.
Well, second wind is still a minor.
Oh, it is? It didn't
That
say.
means you can't Cures Roar.
Alright.
Unless you want to use
Action
it for
point.
your... Alright. You're gonna action point
No,
to Cures
no,
Roar?
nah. I was just saying I could.
Did you do a standard yet?
No, I'm gonna use that as my standard. Alright, fuck it, I'll use that next time. I'm gonna save my action point. I already got my health back, so I'll be alright. And my health increase, I mean my AC.
What do you use for your standard?
I'm gonna fucking hit both of them. That worm and that motherfucker. Alright, so...
Those eyes are crazy. One has 6, one has 8. What the hell's going on?
Does it? I don't know. I didn't even notice that.
Like, I was just doing loop-de-loop.
24?
Versus AC, hits. Now against Fustus.
That one has 7.
Yeah, 8 and
No, it
7.
doesn't. It has 8.
That one's like a 2, man. It's got a line in the middle of it.
Yeah, that long butt cheek, that's like 2 petals.
It has 8. The other one has 7 though.
Yes.
Oh shit.
28?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Hits.
5. Yeah, it does. Alright, fine.
Damage.
So, should I just do 1d10
One for both.
Okay.
I think that's what I
So,
was doing.
10
I was
plus
like,
whatever
3.
applied to both.
Okay, it's 6.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like a 6, huh?
Yeah.
That's kind of tight.
I had to like re-look at it to
You do
realize.
that. You just can't split it in half, huh?
You split in half, you're gonna count 3 and
No,
3.
you got one finger poking out.
Yeah,
Elbow is showing.
it's good for touching myself on. So like when it wore out, I was like okay
12.
about it. 'Cause it was on the
12
same
damage to
too.
both.
Yeah.
Okay. They both didn't hit.
That's it.
And that's it.
Oh, that's is
Is that it?
you gonna mark him?
Or action point them?
I mark them, and they're gonna fucking hurt the shit out of me.
Well, they already are, so if they shift away from you,
Yeah, you just get the chance to hit him. Just make so they can't run away.
mark both of them.
Yeah, make it so they can't run away.
But either way, they're gonna attack you.
Yeah,
So might as well, if they do run away, you can attack them.
they won't.
Yeah, make it so they can't run away.
Shit, so then I can get the -2.
Only if your buddies attack them. What buddies? You let him die. Oh yeah.
I don't like robots, man. I don't trust them. They're programmed for evil.
Kill all dwarves.
Yeah, I don't trust fucking...
Hey baby, you wanna kill all dwarves?
Please. Okay, get it.
Looking lit.
You're done.
Huh?
You.
Fucking deep.
Who's a fucking...
I fucking, use my action point, fucking, after I mark them,
Okay.
and then you come and get it.
Alright, they're both already beside you, so you don't have to do the will attack. You just gotta do the melee basics to both of them.
Yeah, because I have nothing else.
So essentially, super dual strike.
Yeah.
If you hit them.
Well, dual strike's just two weenie ones.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said.
Compared to
That's why I said super dual strike.
Yeah.
Like
Super Bono.
Which one of them?
worm first, then
It's Ralgar shield.
Um,
But it's on your right.
It's
arm.
really like a weapon in his hand, like an axe.
He's just sitting there like, ah.
27.
hits. Who's this?
Oh, god damn it.
Just glue an axe in his
19?
hand.
That'd be
Damn.
sick though if you do that, like, good shield thing like that. Look at that. It's like a Spartan shield, son.
Why do I gotta always keep
Damage
it
to the
real?
worm.
Why do I gotta always
That'd be
keep it
sick,
real?
huh?
15.
Alright. It like loses
Yeah.
its grip on you, and you see it kind of like spewing blood.
Just that guy, man. You look how it changes.
Just glue a bottle cap on his arm, and an axe in his hand. And just get some
And then
wood
you
in
see him throw a totem to the ground,
Yes, man.
and it starts to like electrify
Oh,
to
it's a
his
slave
hand
to
axe,
balance.
and he goes
Cut off his chains
towards you,
on his wrist.
and against your
Oh man, leave the chains.
Fortitude.
Like a gangster like that.
Do the chains of
Okay.
oppression right there.
Yep.
26.
Wait.
Wait. Hold you back.
Nope.
fortitude.
No, it's my bracers, man.
Enforced regret.
Yep.
The second wind is still active,
It is.
Shield?
so no.
Right. Fucking
Yeah,
like
it's
your
right
head
there.
like deflecting with your axe, and your armor just. And you see like this
the
electric
dog,
shocks just fucking zip
It's kind
off
of
your
hard to
armor.
line up.
He's like,
Maybe kind of gentle with it.
And now
Sam
you're-
is-
Zooted on there.
This is
Yeah, if you put it on there, no problem.
chaotic.
It's like some hot glue.
I have
Like
used
how you...
everything.
Then it wouldn't mess it up if you peeled it off. Really
I
funny.
don't think I've used dancing defense yet.
Pretty sick.
I may have to.
You're gonna
now.
burn that daily
This
too.
one.
My last one. I don't think I have a choice.
Let's go do some yoga.
Use that and then just fucking rash strike or something. No, actually, they're still both adjacent. I might have the dual strike.
I was supposed to do one of those, but I kind of just threw it out there.
See you guys.
Land range.
Yeah, I'll use dancing defense. So if I hit him, I use it.
Yes.
So
So dual strike, who you're gonna hit was your primary, Fustus or the worm. The worm's been bloodied.
the worm.
The worm. Oh, okay. Get the worm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank God.
Who are you hitting first?
The worm.
Okay.
So it's a 20. Yeah.
And then against Fustus for the D10.
People Jigaboo Jones with those 20s
Well,
right now.
Okay. Another D20 just to see if I hit him.
Yeah. This is for Fustus.
Yeah. 29.
Alright, that hits him. So roll a D10 for Fustus.
10 and then 2 D6s.
Nope.
Oh.
Worm's dead.
Yeah. 10 plus 7.
No.
Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah.
So he only takes 10?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now, so 17 plus 2d6s for the worm.
17 plus 2d6.
Axehammeran, come back!
Come on, baby! Oh, 5, 7.
So,
What was
20.
17?
4? Yeah. So the worm, what do you do to this worm?
Oh, man. Fucking cross fucking slice into like
Just segments?
3 pieces simultaneously. I just fucking kick it with my foot toward fucking Moose. Just
It's like, after he like missed his lightning strike, you see this worm like at his feet, he's like, no! And then you see him just go,
Charges at you.
he's gonna gore you.
Oh, fuck.
It's gonna be against your reflex.
Mother...
19! Shut up! So he just fucking rushes past you and like, stumbles
Just already
over,
from
like,
the worm all over him.
like a wormness and just fucking charges past you.
Alright. So I did use Dancing Defense on that, and I decided to use the, till the end of my max, get that AC for it. So I get the 2 still.
Yeah.
Reflex. So. Alright. Let's just do my turns.
I don't know how I'm gonna handle this right now.
Oh man.
I should have gone home.
I should have came.
Pretty much. Like, I don't even know what just happened so far in
Start
this
out
game.
with Unstoppable.
Huh?
I'm
Actually,
Unstoppable?
I might not. Might hold off.
exhausted, I
Might
guess.
have to use that
I had a pretty crazy battle.
once I get a little bit more
I haven't
battered
fought anything
after
yet.
he hits me again, probably.
I fucking went into that village,
I'm
right?
gonna have to fight something like
Remember
that.
those codes when you know that
I'm
village?
just gonna do a brash attack to them.
Okay.
So I wanted to sneak in, you're like, nah, rush in.
Wait, where?
To that village with the kopru.
Almost landed on
Fighting
19.
the zombies.
8, 11, so
remember
we're
that.
31.
It was the last village, right?
Kopru.
Yeah, remember? Because I'm on the
Oh,
island
it's,
of Dragon.
You just rushed in.
Yeah, remember? I was going to sneak in with just me, Tristan, and Jiraiya. And I was like, you could just rush in. And I was
18
like, no, I'll be sneaking.
18 damage. Alright, so you kind of like charge at him after he charges past you and misses with his horns.
So I was like, rushed in there with all my people.
And like as you hit your axe to his chest, you hear, heads up! And then I'm assuming you probably duck because you hear it. You're like,
Yeah.
I rushed in there.
kind of
lit
duck,
up
and you just see
myself with
these
the
2
fire
flail
shield,
heads just
dropped
come
some
down.
shiny clouds, dropped my big beats icy grass.
And like, he was just...
And then I dropped a few more shiny clouds in the
And then you see him like hang for the
Yeah.
cheeks, he's like, almost got you. He jumps
I
down.
couldn't find the papers.
He lands like right in front of you, and he's like wiping
I'm
the
taking
blood
these
off his
guys.
face.
And then Christian got all fucked up.
He's like,
Because he like tried to attack it. And then I dropped a couple of shiny
Meanwhile.
clouds.
Oh, damn.
Oh, future.
That was too intense.
Meanwhile,
I missed all of that too.
Riflesight rock.
That was crazy.
Fucking
That was fucking crazy, dude.
So what's in this room?
fucking
I hate you.
Muzgash,
I hate you.
Julie-san, and Rangrim like go through the light.
That was madness.
And then you see within this room, it's like similar,
Well,
like, you know, carving and infrastructure of the
Minotaur's
temple,
dead.
except
He was
instead
like,
of being
"Why
carved
is
out
that
of earth
just
and
hella
dirt,
hard?"
it's
He was
like
and
ivory
pushes,
stone.
you hear
And
somebody
it's almost as
coming
if this
down,
whole
it's
place
like
is just kind
says,
of illuminated.
"It's like-" and then I'm like, there's fucking 2 flails. So,
Flail again.
yeah, he's like,
I'm gonna.
what up?
Alright, I'll walk in.
Yeah.
Is he trying to
Alright, yeah, you guys are already in there.
So amongst all these pillars, what else?
You see like it's kind of like a round, open room,
Was he trying to kill you?
Hmm?
and then you see like, you know, this stream of water kind of coming down this little ridge, and then you see like these 2 intricate doors. It's like a double door in front of you.
Wait, where's the water? Like,
It's kind of just coming off of this ridge, like along the side, like almost as if it's just like some natural,
like me.
whatever.
So
wait, this isn't inside anymore though?
You're still inside. It's like still
it's kinda like
subterranean, but
running
it's just
through.
oddly lit, like it's illuminated the whole place.
So the
It's some
double
kind
doors,
of odd light sources.
are they separate doors or are they one?
They're one double door.
That's the only door in here?
Yes.
Okay. What's up with this door?
So you kind of go up to it and you see just like similar intricate carvings of like that kind of the dragon design.
Mm-hmm.
And then like these two like kind of, you know, the rings like on big doors, just boom, boom, boom. There's like just that on the doorway.
Can I open it?
You can't.
Beep beep.
Can I try using deep reach?
Alright, it's not locked. You just can't seem to push it open.
Can I knock on the door then? Use the little knocker thing?
You can.
I will.
So you knock on the door. And then like, it's almost just like a resounding reverberation. It's like boom, boom, boom. And then it's just like quiet for a little bit. And then Ray was like, "The hell, man!"
Like all set up too.
He's all kind of tripping.
Do that for
Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know what you were gonna do.
And then, so like, I'm
You
assuming you
might
probably
hold them up
just
or just
wait.
Oh, kind of like, yeah, stand there and look around. Like,
Alright.
see what I can see from there.
Perception check.
That'd be cool too.
Yeah, or just knock him off. Or maybe
A 9,
just
alright.
him.
One thing you do notice is that there doesn't appear to be the sound of running water anymore.
Or cut the ropes.
Where was this water coming? Like, can I see where the water was coming from?
Yeah, from that ridge.
I just
Where there's
wanted to
like
give
that earthen stream.
like,
How high up is this ridge?
About like 20 feet.
Is it just a cliff then, or is it like a hill?
Yeah, it's kind of like a little cliff, like from the temple floor
probably don't
up
feel
through the
cool.
thing, and then it's just an unseen like portion where this water's like coming out.
Can I use my spider technique to climb up?
You can.
I shall.
So to climb up, and then you see like at the top where the water's coming through, it's too like slim of a
Hell yeah.
like opening for anybody to even squeeze through. It's as if just like the earth kind of like corroded enough to let water go down.
But it stopped flowing.
But it stops flowing. And from up there, you start to hear the doors open.
Went to like a movie.
I'll look back at the door then.
All right. From where you are, perception check.
Oh shit. 17?
17. All right. You see this like large foot. Like it looks like appears to be like a humanoid foot, but it's really big. It just like kind of steps out of the doorway like that.
A mouth?
Like how big?
We'll say like been like 4 feet wide, like of just like the breadth of the foot itself.
So we just went
Okay.
outside when we felt it, and then just...
And then you hear, oh shit,
Ugh.
then you hear, Julie-san, no! And then you see this huge fist just come out from under as well. And you see just do like a ragdoll, it just... His body kind of skids against the ivory tiles. Blood just smears the trail. And then you see Ray go, ah!
Everyone's
He just
getting
starts
marked.
charging forward to this, like,
Towards
what
the...
appears to be some kind of huge being that just opened the doorways.
Shit.
And you're, like, climbing on rock.
I'll go down there and assist Rangrim.
Alright, so you get down there. Well, since it's 20 feet up, that's 4 squares to climb down. So you have 2 squares, or 10
Can
feet.
I say use a standard to move?
Yes.
So can I...
Alright, so you get up to the doorway, and then you see Rangram just like throwing, like just punches out, and then you see this huge thing just like boom, boom, boom. It appears to be like a Goliath, but like about fucking 20 feet tall, and like just like this huge, it's a large creature. And you see Rangram just socking at it, and it's just deflecting his blows, but he's forcing it back into the doorway. What do you do?
Can I see into this room that he came out of?
You can.
What's in there?
It appears to be like a massive subterranean like hallway. Like it's about 40 feet wide, and you see these tall pillars beyond like even the doorway's like sight. And you see it going down for fucking days.
Can I just run past them?
You can. So you do that.
Yeah.
Alright, so you run past them and then you see like, it is the whole like walkway isn't illuminated, but from the light of, you know, where you came from,
Yeah.
it illuminates pretty far, but it's way past like 100 feet.
I'm just gonna start running.
So you just start booking it past.
Yeah.
And you hear Ralgar like, Mine! And then you just see the, just like gets hit. So like, along the wall. No!
Probably wouldn't have done anything anyways.
Owie!
Who gives?
Well, I didn't think he was gonna die that quick. I think he'd be alright. For a little while. Oh well. Hell yeah, I'm gonna keep running.
Alright.
Ingram's dead?
I guess so. I mean, he survived that hit, but he got splattered against the wall.
He's unconscious.
But then he was just like, no! As it started approaching him.
Fine, I won't run away.
In my own dojo.
Is this...
The homie from the dojo, he's like...
In my own dojo.
I'm gonna hit this thing with the flying tiger kick. At this point, since I've ran past them, can I like, I guess somehow sneak attack this guy? Because I will be approaching from behind him while he's just looking at range room. Or I could sneak in some shadows. Okay. Damn it, versus reflex.
Alright, hold on a second. Alright, roll it.
$33.
Alright, that hits.
Flying Tiger Assault. 3d10 plus 7.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
5, 2, and 5. Well, that's it. Lame. 19. Furious Assault for fucking 3.
22.
Flurry for 9.
So 31 damage.
Yeah.
Alright, kind of like, I'm assuming you like kind of jump kick it from behind.
Yeah,
like
and I push it 5 squares.
Alright, so you kind of kick it in the back and it stumbles forward and just crashes up against the wall. And then you see Ray like, ah! And it just starts crawling between its legs. It just fucking starts to try to escape. And at this point he's at the door and he uses standard to get up and he's like, get him, Muzgash! It's your turn. This thing like kind of just like pulled its like head out of the wall and like turned around and it's starting to march towards you.
So is this thing like a living creature or is it made of stone?
Appears to be made of stone. Like it's like a living statue almost.
What the hell is this?
This is that riff song.
Oh, went away.
Yeah, I never really understood.
I'm at full health. I'm good.
Yeah, dude, I've never heard these vocals. It seems like.
How many were there? Does it reveal their hit points?
If they're bloodied.
Can a stone thing get bloodied?
Yes. Bloody doesn't like really mean
damage.
bloody, but if it, yeah, I'll tell you when it becomes half damage.
Well, I gotta do it at some point, or I'll just open the gates now.
So as it's marching up towards you, you just kind of run up to them like,
What?
like it's marching towards you and you kind of just run up to it and open the gates on it.
Well, let's see. So it's like 20 feet tall.
Yeah.
I didn't get a crit.
For it being fresh.
I don't think I have that anymore. I think those were gloves that I had. I don't know. Let me find out about that. So I have
Pretty
not
sure
been...
it's your club.
Oh. So I'd have to... Wouldn't I have to hit with my club then?
Yeah.
Oh. I see. Oh yeah. It is the club. Okay. Well, what,
Huh?
can I, like, run between its legs and, like, pummel one of its knees? Open the gates on, like, one of its
so
knees?
focus the attack on his leg. Okay, yeah. Can do that. Rolly. What's it against?
This is...
Alright, so you kind of come up to it and you start striking at its knees, but it's just unaffected by your blows.
Yeah.
And then it just goes, "Rah!" It's like a backhand swipe at you against your Axehammeran. Natural one! And it misses you as well.
Wow.
And then, like, as you're, like,
Touche,
standing there
giant.
from that swipe fist, as the fist just kind of gets out of your line of sight, you just see the shadow of a body fly over you in a karate kick. And Rangram tries to kick the knees. And the kid, how the fuck did I roll another one? He just misses the
Everyone
leg
just missing
completely.
everything.
He's like,
Hits the wall and it's knocked
shit,
out again.
I'm still dizzy. I'm getting slapped around. Just making it yoy tiny.
Well, that was an eventful turn. That's where we started.
Might as well just go for the kneecap skill.
I was gonna go for that kneecap again.
Check it down.
I'm gonna... Fuck it. I'm just gonna Eternal Mountain.
Alright. You rolled a 19?
Yeah.
Alright. It hits. Man. So the thing gets knocked prone.
Yeah.
Shaggy. Shaggy.
Push its legs open, Jared.
It only takes 15 damage,
Alright. But it is prone.
but it's prone.
It's like...
Did its knee get messed up at all from...
Well, like, the stone around it kind of, like, corroded by the blow, the strikes on each leg, but it didn't really...
It didn't, like, I didn't break it, but...
No.
It was actually... Can I actually do something like that in combat with a stone creature?
Probably.
It broke its leg, it couldn't walk. And then could I just run away and sling it to death?
So you're gonna run at this point?
No, no. That's prone.
Can you flurry it too?
Oh yeah, I'll flare it for another 9.
Alright. So you just like, falls in there and just like, and then you see like it just start to crumble like before you, but it's still whole. Just crumbly.
Prone doesn't grant combat advantage, or does it?
It does. To melee attacks.
Don't roll that.
That robot's dead.
That robot's been dead.
That robot's been dead.
You're dead to me.
Beep boop.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's like, beep boop on the nose.
Wow.
About to fall on your
Question
nose.
is, do I try and grab it now or later? If I grab it, well, if I grab it, well, I'll be prone too. But I guess it doesn't matter because no one else is around. But
Yeah. It wouldn't matter.
Could I essentially grab this giant creature if it's on the ground?
Yes. Like maybe like you grab its face or something.
Yeah, you grab its head. Fuck it. Actual point giant grass speech.
Just right on its fucking face. Just face hug it. Get its nose in a headlock.
No, I don't.
You're all...
Pretty much.
God, it's too big.
I should have just focused its knee instead of wasting all my encounters now. Well, now it's at will for the rest of the fight.
You see Ranger come up and he just starts like pummeling at the kneecap where you had struck it. He's like, "This is for Julie's eye!"
Yeah, Julie's so dead.
And then you just see like, it's almost as if he like, just like chopping through a tree trunk. He just... And he fucking pummels through the knee and through its leg.
Oh shit, so it's missing a leg.
And it like is just struggling to get up, and then you see it with its other leg kind of just like whip it, and he fucking slaps Rangram away. He's like, oh, he's just on the ground. Thus making I rolled a 20 finally, but yeah, it's your 20. You're kind of still like on its face, I guess.
Just hit it with a fallen needle to the face. So does... Oh, it can't stand up, huh?
Nope.
So is that permanent common advantage, pretty much?
Yes.
Tie. 31 was reflex. Alright, so that's 1d10 plus 7. Ooh, that's a 9. 16, 4 for 9. 25.
Alright.
I'll Supreme Flurry, and we'll just say I shift away and flurried it again.
Okay. So you like fucking just drove your like fingers into its forehead, and then you just kind of like slapped it again as you tumbled off its face,
And then
just
slapped
like
it one more time.
slapped it again, and it kind of just went, and you saw like just a spray of stone like, against the wall, as if like its whole face just shatters. And it's dead.
It's dead?
Yeah.
What?
Rangram dealt some damage with that 20.
I expected it to be alive for a while.
But yeah,
I was getting ready for the long haul. Getting ready to back up. Start throwing sling balls.
but yeah, so at this point, this statue creature is just like collapsed, I guess. And you're in this massive hallway.
Is there anything on this creature?
Nope.
Lootable.
Nope.
Okay, we'll continue into the room it came out of.
Alright, so you kind of just leave like Julie-san's dead body and possibly Rankram's, you don't know.
Oh yeah, all those people. Well, I guess we'll go see... I guess Rankram's closer. She'll be alright. There's a lot of blood. I don't think she's making it. But, alright, what's Rangram up to?
Rangram is
Splattered
looking
on
in
the wall.
critical condition.
Critical.
Yes.
Can I...
Like he may need someone to heal him.
Can I try and heal him? I have a terrible heal.
You can
Wait,
try.
can I give my ring back? Can you put this ring on?
Did you heal him?
Heal him.
with
So
the
his
ring?
hands are all swollen from beating
Did
that
you
rock.
heal him with the ring without giving it to him?
I think so.
Alright, let's do that.
You're like, heart!
Sure.
Planets hear him. Alright, and he's like, oh shit. My fragile fingers.
They're broken.
And he's like, ooh, thanks, buddy.
I was supposed to leave him behind. Should have left your ass behind.
It's like,
I didn't
I'm
take
glad
any
you
damage
did.
though.
And he starts to like bandage himself up.
What happened to the previous one?
Let's go scrape Julie-san off the floor real fast.
He's like, I can't. We should just leave her like we left Daniel's on and
Alright.
fail all those fucking blades.
Sounds good. Let's do it. Let's continue forward.
So as you continue on, you guys walk like a good half mile almost down this like massive like hallway.
Is there anything in this hallway so far, or is it just a long hallway?
it's just a long hallway. I mean, you could maybe find something with a perception or engineering check.
Or get perception. It's a 13, 18.
Alright.
18.
Just seems to be like a monotonous hallway. Massive, like, driveway.
My battle song.
Continue forth.
And as you continue forth, you guys see a massive, like, almost similar to the last one, double door with the ring handles.
Oh, sweet Jesus. That's it?
Yeah. And he's like, shit, man. What was that?
I'm gonna... There's nothing else down here in the store? Is there running water this time? No water? Just fucking I'm trying to open the door.
Alright, you can't appear to push it open.
Melon.
And he's like, yes?
Shut up.
Rainer's like,
Oh. Knock on this door, Ranger.
he's like, alright. Grabs onto the ring and just goes, go, go, go. And then nothing appears to happen. For now. And then as you guys are standing there, the doors begin to shake as if being opened.
Oh, fuck.
And then
Nice.
back on the Isle of Dread.
Well, should we call him?
Yes.
Should we call it? Alright.
I'm not gonna remember where I left off or what I did next time we play.
I need to make sure to catalog these last 3 games. I haven't yet.
I'm just out of my mind.
This has just been all straight roleplay
I've had
shit.
them all voice recorded on here.